So, welcome back to another exciting episode of Dice and Discourse. Today we are down one player. She is got plague. Yes, she's got the black plague in her throat. So she is.
And she's still super pissed at the bard. So.
Oh yes, she is.
Oh, Shlay.
What happened last week?
We argued for a little bit, which was the best part of the episode, and then we went to not awesome times and played regular Cards Against Humanity.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. We're on an R-rated channel, by the way.
It's a
damn right.
We are an we're for mature, but I just want.
What's the name of that evolved form?
Yes, for mature. It's really, when we say mature, we just mean people that are over the age of 18.
Put me back in the kill.
And we just want to give warning that, oh hey, by the way, we're gonna curse and make really bad Nazi jokes. And
Wartime Holocaust jokes.
Yes, we're just gonna stick it in the oven and just let that one cook.
What is the name of the evolved Bellsprout anyway? What's the name of the evolved Bellsprout?
Either way, so Courtney is out. However, everybody else is here, super excited. Last night, you guys went to bed at whatever time interval that you find appropriate for your characters. During that time, you had another dream from your patron deity / really powerful mage.
Did you watch the last episode?
I'm going off of. It doesn't matter. You guys went to sleep at some point.
Yeah.
After yelling at the bard for a long time.
Oh yeah, we went to sleep because I got the shit kicked out of me. I remember that.
So, well, you're a barbarian, so I mean.
I got shanked by 5 dudes all named Dick.
Rick.
Dick Rick?
They were the Limmers, and their name were Rick.
Always rage first.
Yeah, that's what we learned. That was the lesson of that episode.
They were the Limmers, was the name of their gang, and they were Rick.
Rick James, bitch.
Limmers.
Alrighty, so,
It's right there.
limericks. Okay, so either way.
The punchline's lost.
After the shenanigans of last episode, you guys went to bed, arguably to recover lost hit points, regain sanity, plan the next assaults upon humanity, whatever. So during that time, you had a dream sequence. See, it makes sense.
It does. I just wanted to know.
That's what she sounded like. Yes, you had a dream sequence. In it, your patron, we'll just call him, because some of you might argue that he's a just really powerful wizard. Some of you might argue that he's actually a god. Some of you might just think he's that voice in my head occasionally.
I have a few of those.
And you see it starts off, it's dark, and you're looking out over the ocean. You've got like sea spray, sea mist, the smell of the ocean, all that fun stuff going on. The ocean is fairly calm, and you suddenly kind of speed forward as occurs in dreams, and you see a cliff by the ocean. And in this cliff, you see a small cave. You actually see, you follow along a path to a small cave entrance in this cliff. And you go through a tunnel of darkness, and then you see, worshippers of clearly some dark and evil gods. And, wizards.
You're not even in my fucking dream.
Patrons, whatever. They are.
Wizards.
You get the feeling of just wrongness inside this cave, and suddenly you're back out in front of the ocean, and there stands before you everybody's favorite water god patron mage, and he's like, "Hey gal, need you guys to clear that out, because that used to be an old stomping ground of mine, and there might be some goodies in there. I can't quite remember. It's been so long, but
we got some homeless squatters.
Yeah, we got some followers now, and we need to have them have a place to worship, because last time there was a murder and stuff, and this way we can have it off to the side, a little out of the way. We could set our, especially since the deity political sphere is right now, it's probably best not to have our, followers, or especially our devout ones, just out in the open, since the other gods are liable to come and kill them, or send their followers to come and kill them. So, this place is pretty defensible, it's pretty nice, but as with all nice defensible positions, it's already occupado, so we need you guys to go in there and flip the switch to empty. So, I'm sorry, that's great and powerful deity speak. What I mean is I need you to go in there, anything that moves, kill them, and then send your followers into this cave where we can build that as a power base. Got it? Any questions? That was the earlier part of the dream.
Oh, cool.
We go on a pirate boat?
No, it's just down the beach a ways.
Okay.
Whoa.
Cliff,
Born by the river.
go into cave, murder, come back, get followers, follow path, go back in cave, deposit followers, move on with our lives.
He opens up the old Google Maps in front of you. And
Exactly. Well, that's what he did. He's like, I used the Lugal. Give it a couple thousand years, he'll be all right.
Should we still tell Erlog? I've already forgotten his name because I hate him.
Yeah.
About the other
Probably
abandoned
not.
temple, so he's skedaddled.
Yeah, didn't we already do that?
No,
Oh.
we still haven't talked to him.
Yeah, we should. Say, go over that way.
Although he might take us with us, maybe we shouldn't say anything.
You know what? Let's just.
Maybe
It's a
our
good
other
question.
did
Wait, I have an idea.
Oh,
What
God.
if we...
that. Normally,
Let's
it's
get some
everybody else
barbecue
saying that
sauce.
to you.
No. Okay, what if we tell Ulog about the temple, but tell him there's worshippers of you in there, and then they go in there and kill all of them, and then somehow we can kill him? Two for one?
Well, you can try it.
He's
I
bound by
don't,
the sun.
know too much about this Ulog guy other than I saw that he is a total badass. For you people.
What are you talking about? I took 5 dukes last time. I'm good.
Yeah, she did.
Well, he hasn't come looking for us yet, so.
Out of context. Crazy.
Yeah, you
Sure,
can definitely
Tristan
talk to
was
him. You can say whatever you want other than the truth. And,
About the sea.
I'm not concerned with that. That's you guys. I don't
I
care.
wonder if he would believe me even if I told him the truth.
Honestly, he'd probably just kill you because it's fun. I like how we're talking in our dreams.
I'm assuming we're all in the same dream at this point.
Yeah, it's collective insanity. Why
Sure.
not?
This is opposite.
It's a shared dream. We're all lucid.
It's Dream Warriors. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Are you
We're all
also
floating
the
as-
god of dreams?
We're all
What's that?
floating as entities.
Are you also the wizard of dreams? Freudian slip.
Sure.
Sure.
Secret friends, stealing, dreams
Struggle.
together.
We're just pulling it all under one portfolio. It doesn't
Struggle,
matter.
struggle, snuggle.
Struggle, snuggle.
Oh god.
Are you Jesus?
Are you the one?
He's like, I do walk on water, and I can make babies, so sure, yeah, I guess, I can be anything you need me to be.
Isn't that how, what's her face got married?
Anyway,
I don't know.
Serica's trying to fly in the direction. No.
It's not happening.
Gotta do it to connect it to that.
You're not the one. You are not Neo.
No. I tried so hard.
Alrighty,
Thank you very
so
far, though.
good
Thank God for that.
good conference meet. I'll see you guys around whenever, how I do.
At your convenience.
So you guys wake up
Immediately.
feeling refreshed.
I was still sleeping.
You have a salty tang in your mouth.
A little bit of
And,
water on your face.
A little bit of water on your face. Your
Almost-
hair's a
almost
little,
as if-
you
almost as if
know.
a water elemental had dragged his nutsack across her
Oh
face.
my god. I'm
A pair of
13.
pufferfish.
I'm 13 years old. You're dragging water elemental balls all over my face. I don't even think they have genitalia. What would they find use out of?
They would make some. They have complete
They
control
just
of
take
their
the
body.
form of a human and go, well, the boss said to do this.
Oh.
He called it teabagging. Huh.
Weird.
How much gold did we end up getting from
The chest.
The chest.
Randall said
10,000 gold.
counted below. Oh, that is a lot.
How much?
10,000 gold.
Jesus.
Well, we better hide that in the cave later.
Deep in your cave. I mean, the cave.
I don't, you know.
To the cave? Is that where we're going?
Should we make some preparations first?
I don't ever make plans.
That
Yeah.
much is clear. Which is
I just go on whims.
That's-
More fun that way.
Well, no, I take that back. That's bullshit. Given the last adventure we had.
You had a very large plan.
Actually, I just kind of it fell into place. I met some guys. I hired them to be some thugs for me. Then I was like, you know what would be funny?
Kidnapping a guy and watering the whole entire building except for the one obvious door, which I'll say is obvious, but they'll think otherwise, to kill him.
And then I was like, man, what if I fake my own kidnapping? And it all came together. It was
That
great.
reminds me, you owe me.
I
I
do.
know exactly what I want.
Okay.
That necklace.
Which one?
And
No, we can't
More
take
than-
him there.
Which
no.
That's
If
the
we can
problem.
get that necklace, we can convince Oolog and that plan that I just
What kind of
said.
name is Ulog anyway? Go on, I'm listening. Sorry, a squirrel.
Oolog. Don't berate my people. So, we go get that necklace. That necklace has, like, what, the charm ability and the magical pawn shop. I can't remember what it's called.
The red necklace.
Yeah.
I'm scared to let Sears anywhere
We need
near
that.
magical palm shop.
Like, we can convince Oolog the temple of Trist is, and it's occupied by his followers, have him kill the people, then have him jump off said cliff. And then we have a ship, we have our temple,
And a little whipper.
and we have 10,000
I don't
gold.
think the amulet is that strong.
It's suggested.
Yeah. And usually most suggestive magics are to the point of then when you reach self-preservation, it's like,
Okay,
No.
then not jump off a cliff. We'll make him a priest of Trist.
You like following gods? Why not follow another one?
Yeah.
this one's weaker right now than all the other gods you're currently following.
That means you can take him. Wait, it's not a good. It's not a good. My bad.
It's just like killing a couple birds with one stone.
I'm
That's,
kind
you
of
know,
content
on
not to
to...
go anywhere near the boat, to be honest.
Yep, me too.
Or we can have our current followers be cannon fodder into the cave.
Then we lose followers.
We already lost all our followers when someone decided to let the crazy
We have a
group of
few
Wait a
hags
minute.
hack
ones.
someone
Wait
up.
a minute, that is not what I said. I said if you want to, you have to prove that you're useful for it, and you did.
They were nice daggers.
We still have a few zealot ones out there.
We got
We
Danny.
have a guy named Donnie
I love
Donnie.
him.
who has a book that is barely legible.
But the wizard in the sky said followers. That means that there's more than one.
Okay, we got a chest of 10,000 gold. I'm pretty sure we can convince people that this guy
You
is
convince a bunch
I
of
can
fucking
convince
sad
anybody of
sucks
anything.
to follow you around and get killed for you.
I told
We
them,
have
I
a
told them that
necklace.
if I lived through the night, I would pay them
Lucky.
another gold tomorrow. Those fucking idiots.
So we
I'm sure they had families.
we
You guys
could-
should feel sorry for
We
them.
could
Bad for
hire
yourselves.
cannon fodder to go with
They
us. for
stabbed me. I
10,000
feel
gold.
nothing.
Hmm?
We could hire cannon fodder to go with us.
If Courtney was here, or Guinevere was here, we could get a Mark the Mage.
Hmm?
Mark?
Oh, her mage friend.
Magic,
Yeah.
Magic Mike.
Magic
It's
Mike.
not Mark, it's Mike. It's Magic
I'm not good
Mike.
with names. I eat people. We're not on. I don't
Or did
keep
you
on-
miss
We're
that?
not on a first name basis.
You missed the episode Libido Rising? Was that the one you missed?
His name is Chewy because that's what he's going to be.
You don't remember that?
No words for you.
Michael the Mage, a.k.a. Magic Mike.
I have no words for you. You proud of yourself?
I thought it was pretty funny.
Do you not watch the episodes?
No,
Yeah.
I told you I don't.
You weren't you here?
No, he wasn't.
He missed one of the episodes, so
that's
that
when
must
we
have been the
found
one.
the stuff he'd like. The magic.
Oh,
that's right,
and
the-
dead baby.
Yeah.
It's been,
The things Surf would like magic punch up the baby. You can't.
the creepy dead baby.
Oh yeah, you missed the creepy baby. We remind you.
Why are we not moving? I want to do things, and if I don't do things soon, buildings are going to burn down.
Alrighty, so
Do we want to hire people to go
Hire
in
cannon
and get
fodder.
killed for us?
I mean, we could. Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm gonna ask somebody else. Do we want to hire people? You heard the question.
Cannon fodder sounds good.
Where
It's
can
less
we go
swords
find-
against us.
Well, I found all those poor sods in the very sad piece of crap part of town.
Yeah, but they're also cowards. We need somebody who's
Anybody
either
can
brave or stupid.
be brave for the right amount of money. And
This
you don't,
is
even
true.
you don't even have to tell them you're actually going to give it to them. You can give them a gold now, and when they walk in there and die, you just take it back. That's another lesson from last time.
Okay, but first,
it's like hiring a hooker, have sex with her,
And
then
then beat her
kill
to
her, and then get your money back. Win-win.
If
okay,
video
but
games taught me anything, this
you
works.
don't explain to them that part because you get carried away.
I do get carried away, but I'm not going to this time.
I think someone else should do it because they might distrust him.
I'm very good at this.
Yeah.
I'm very,
I mean,
very good at this.
you kind of killed like
has
8 dudes.
Magic powers to, or wizard powers to
We
convince
did
people.
have fun killing them.
Well, they
I'm
shanked
doing
me.
things.
Of course, I had fun killing them.
I immediately start walking to the slums. Bored.
I'll go to the slums. I'll get us an army of peasants.
Oh wait, that's where that dude with the cat. We can get him.
So he can die when he
Have you
thinks
been
it's
feeding
bad.
your cat?
Yes, I have. I've been feeding it people meat and
That's gonna be a scary cat.
It's very angry when you try and pet
I
it.
equipped the daggers onto it, like cannons. It's
Oh,
like
so it's
a,
dead in there.
It's like a
Okay.
Blastoise cat.
So it's dead.
Well, as long as you don't know, like you put a lid over so
Okay,
you
so
can't
it's
see
both
it,
dead
then
and
it could be
alive.
yes. Alrighty, so everybody going to the slums, yay, nay?
That's where, that's where Sarah's going. He's like, bored.
Alright, so Sarah
We're not
decides.
taking all the gold with us.
No.
No. Just like,
1,000.
Sarah's not even thinking 1,000. Sarah's like, I can get them for 50. Watch this.
We'll take. We'll have.
Fine.
probably get them from over
Alright, so in the
I
slums,
would bring more just
there's, you see people
50
walk
each.
here
Of us.
very quickly back and forth, the people that are up and about, and you see a lot of people just kind of sitting there, behind their hovels, or their hovels are behind them is what I meant to say, and but they're just kind of sitting there in the dirt, just kind of
Bacon in
looking
the
at
sun.
you, and they're, clearly they weren't able to get work for the day, so they're trying to conserve calories, so they're
Came
just
back from
hanging
the
out.
old Lowe's.
the old Compton.
Yeah, but and there's some sick people, there's some lepers, all
I
that
go
fun
too far
stuff.
there?
So,
I can't even tell anymore.
what would you guys like to do in this scene?
I would like to prepare myself to smack Sarah on the back of the head when he inevitably says too much.
Good morning. Afternoon? I don't know. I just woke up.
We'll say it's
Oh, yeah,
about
that's
10
what he says
o'clock.
to them.
Yeah.
It was
okay.
morning
Well,
whenever we fell asleep.
it was morning when you fell asleep, so we'll say it's 11. We'll say it's noon. You know what? Noon.
I love
Done.
these.
Noon's easier.
Sun in the middle. Right there.
Yeah, the sun's directly above you.
Good morning.
Ish.
Ish. Almost noon.
Whatever that means. Yeah. Okay. And some people kind of look at you and they're like, but no one's greeting you. Shockingly enough,
Who wants money?
what's about? You see some people
There you go.
perk up for money.
Wow, we could replace you so easily.
We need
Are you gonna
help.
let a
We
13-year-old
need
6
a search party.
outdo you?
And
Yes, I'm
we got a couple gold pieces, one for each of y'all, if y'all come with us. It might be dangerous, but we got equipment for you. So
All right, so gold equipment. All right, cool. So a lot of people are like, yeah. So
We have
Oh, we do a
daggers.
bunch of daggers. That's right.
You know, at this point, just how many people do you want?
I'm thinking like the green tide.
So, like, if you wanted like 100 people, they will happily do. They will happily do whatever you want for like 2 gold a day. So if you were like, okay, cool, let's go to this.
Listen. I know that it's 2 gold, that you guys want 2 gold a day, but it's really only 1 day's work. Is 2 gold really that necessary? I mean, we can pay you. We can't pay you 2 gold.
Yes, we can.
Shut up.
But they only get 1 gold now.
You only get 1 gold now.
If you
Sounds
do-
fair. They're like, okay, we'll take 1 gold now, and we'll take 1 gold
and if
upon
they do really well,
completion
they
of the
get
job.
extra gold.
And if you do extremely well, you get 3 extra gold.
Yeah, they're all excited. They're like, yeah, I'd go on a search party, you know, and you're gonna give us the stuff we need to do the job, so we're all about it. Yeah, woo.
With a bunch of rope and a bunch of daggers. What could go wrong?
So again, how many people do you want to hire?
I'm thinking 100.
Sure.
Okay, so you give 100 people 1 gold.
Yep.
Okay, out of your 10,000, that 100 gold is gone, because they're basically gonna go give it to their families, you know, or squirrel away. It's gone. Like, so when you kill them later, that 100 gold is unrecoupable.
That's what
Are
he
you going
thinks.
to insinuate that
We're
we're
not
going to
going to
murder
go
these
murder
100 people?
100.
I mean, being a part of, I'm just letting you, the party, know in
That's what he thinks. When I
Cash,
burn down the whole
you
fucking
know,
side of town to get my money
in
back.
your spreadsheet,
You're not doing
put 1,000 or neg 100
Negative
gold
busy doing
Forever.
forever. You cannot recoup that after you kill them. You would have to like burn down the entire slums
Challenge
and, you know,
accepted.
go over with a rake to find the
You'll burn
motherfuckers.
the
It's
rest of our
gone.
Potential employees if you do that.
We ain't found shit.
Alright.
I'll wait till they all move out first.
Here,
So,
they don't move out.
They'll move into the temple.
You have 100 people, and do you have 100 daggers to give to them, or are you just gonna be like, okay, when the first guy falls, the second guy picks up his, you know, dagger,
I'm
and keeps
fine,
on going? Are we
Yeah,
doing we're doing Russia?
Don't we have like about 50-ish daggers?
Yeah, we have about 50. So
I'm
it's
gonna
team.
go, I'm gonna go buy 50 clubs.
50 clubs. Okay, well,
That's
you can
minus
see.
50 somewhere.
There
Can't
you
we
go.
just find 56 out the woods?
So there's another 5
Headed
gold.
toward.
Alright, if
Full
you're gonna
peasant.
quibble over silvers, this is gonna be a really long session.
So, yeah.
Alrighty, so you outfit 100 people, you know, and they have some concerns. They're like, yeah, you said this is a search party. Where exactly are we searching?
We're searching for people to hit in the head.
We lost our friend. We were exploring a temple, an old
Cave.
temple cave. And
Pack of wild animals.
yeah, we got chased off. I got knocked out. And she's still in there. We gotta go back in there and get her. Wild animals are gonna be an issue, but
She's hungry.
Alright, so they're all kind
It's
of
hard for a meal ever.
looking
I
at
know
each
I
other.
do.
Okay, so there's a wild animal in a cave somewhere.
but I think with
And-
100 people, like a bear.
We'll
would
find
crack
Like a
us.
bear, like a big scary bear, or just like a little not so scary
No,
bear?
it's a bear. There's
It's
a bear in there.
It's a bear.
It's a big old
But-
A big old bear.
But we have 100 people, and also it's only one bear, and then we can use the rest of you to
Look,
help find this
Look,
one
we've,
person.
we've hired you. We've given you stuff.
more gold.
You get more money if you do the thing. Stop arguing. 3
Alrighty.
gold each if you do a good job. Let's go.
Well,
Alrighty. It's 100 people, so everybody make diplomacy checks.
Yeah. All right.
Which one is that?
Diplomacy.
That's a D20,
And a
Oh.
charisma.
and then
Persuasion.
So you and I
There's no
agree.
diplomacy.
yes, persuasion. Sorry.
How about a 23?
4 minus 1.
How about 16?
23, 16,
6.
See? Likeable.
and you said 4 minus
Likeable.
1.
If you did a better job talking, I wouldn't have to be a prick.
Yeah, they'd still believe me. They just think I was crazy.
You already talked about burning down the slums, sir. You are fucking crazy.
Alrighty. So
I'm a likable guy. I'm just crazy.
you guys with your small ragtag band of slummy guys with
First
daggers and clubs.
Quick question. How many of these guys have, like, actual fighting training or have fought before?
None.
Well, they probably fought
Arms.
each other.
Yeah, probably fight each other. That's about it.
Peasant brawl.
Like in terms of combat skill and fighting, you went to the slums.
So they're good at surviving.
Like, I didn't know.
Yeah,
if it
they're
was, like,
really good at
down
slitting
under love.
throats and running
Fine.
away. Very good pickpocketers. Very good pickpocketers.
Very good apple core fighters.
No, you talk.
But in terms of how they'll
You
stack
talk
up
to the
against a
pocket.
bear,
That's what you think.
well, they will eventually kill the motherfucker, but they will die in droves.
You might die today.
Who?
Alrighty, so you guys go through town on your way to the beachside cliff, the cliffside beach. Yes?
Beach of the cliffs.
Alrighty, so
There's a hole in the wall. In the rock.
you guys are going through town, and you get onto the other side of it, and I'd say about 3 hours has passed, so it's like 3 or 4 in the afternoon now. Well, we'll say 5 or 6 actually, because it took some time to get 100 people and get the daggers and all that fun stuff. You see a guy behind you is like, man, gonna stop and get some dinner, do some food. Guy's is food provided. He said it's a day-long journey. I just assumed food was provided. I was led to believe there would be cupcakes.
Who led you to
and-
believe that?
Well, it's just, everybody who hires, when they say a day, there's usually food involved. It's like
Everybody.
part of the
Everybody
pay.
give you 4 gold.
Is everybody give you
Are you
You got
well, I only
gold.
have 1 gold, and that went to feed my poor old man.
How much can a gold feed a peasant usually?
Probably a
I have
lot.
3
Man,
gold.
that's-
Can I buy some food at, like...
This is the city of coin, man. I mean, a loaf of bread just
I think you just
You know,
wasted your
it's-
coin.
it's hard to
So
stretch
we're
it.
gonna keep going.
Well, we're right outside town, right?
Yeah, well, you're like on the outskirts. You're right. It's still for most places a bustling city. Like it's just that it's been like since noon. It's about dinner time, and so they're like people are getting hungry. So they're like, hey, well we got through town. Woo!
I look for the nearest merchant.
Yeah, how much can I get 100, I don't know, bread for?
Honestly,
it's
like
cheap.
2 copper each. So you could if
I
you
don't
bought a
think-
loaf of bread for everybody, that would be 2 gold max. Really.
Alright, I'll get that. I have 3 gold, so...
Right, so you go and buy to the. All right, so it honestly takes a little while because they're like, whoa, rush order. Okay, so they're making bread as fast as they can.
Oh, yeah, that's...
It's like let's say like an hour and a half passes for them to make the bread. You come back with the loaves of bread, and the guys come and they're like, all right, they all,
Hear that chewing noise? That's the sound of our honey.
you're like, do you just kind of put it into a pile? Like, because I would imagine 100 loaves of bread would probably be a cart. So so they brought a cart, and do you hand it out individually, or you just kind of say eat? And,
I would definitely.
Well,
do that
no.
individually.
Individually, yeah, because
Okay.
otherwise...
People
all right,
feel
so
like-
you
I'm a petty bastard. I guarantee they're petty bastards.
Oh yeah, so you do like 1 loaf a person. Like, okay, here's your bread. 1 loaf a person. You go through the line. You notice that your cart is about half empty or half full, depending on if you're an optimist or not. And everybody is chowing down on their loaves. You don't see any anybody else. You seem to have lost about half your party.
To be expected.
So you can burn down the slums later.
I'm making a note.
We're not burning down the slums. We already nearly got killed by 1 guard crew. How many do you think they're going to come?
So,
to the
for
city
y'all
on fire?
still here, seeing that you're dependable, the end of this little shindig, if you stick it out, we'll give you 2 extra gold.
So they'll get 5 extra gold.
No, they'll get, instead of the 1 at the end, they will get 2 gold.
We've
and
already
whoever
promised
does
3 extra at the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That'll be like
Oh,
They
5
promised
extra
3
gold.
if they did extra good, but everybody else still gets 1 extra.
Okay.
Based
Oh, I see. So 1 But if they do extra good, so now they're wondering, well, will we get 2 gold just for completing this extra?
Yes.
So we'll get 3 just for completing, 5 if we excel.
And we might rehire you again.
Well, these guys are like, oh, okay, that's a lot of money. All right, let's do it. All right, yeah, there you go. Oh, thanks for the bread. Let's go. So they seem a little bit chipper. Everybody make diplomacy, or I'm sorry, make persuasion attempts. Just yeah, just
What do you want to do?
More persuasion.
that's a D12. You want the roundier
another
one.
persuasion roll?
No.
I'm sorry.
Bro.
Another persuasion, yeah.
This one?
Yes.
Wait.
The one that has 20 sides on it, yes.
14 on a 7.
17 minus 1.
17 minus 1, so 16, 14.
3.
My rolls are shit.
And
How many d20 are you going to roll?
Old dependable red.
That one, always that one.
No, you wasted that. It's going to roll.
That one actually consistently rolls high for me.
okay.
Well, we better take it away from here.
All right, so you guys, you finish eating and you start trumping down the beach, and
You
it's
said
getting
we had a half a cart left, right?
yeah, you got about half
so
a cart.
We have some of them in the middle of the group. Haul the rest of the bread.
Yeah, they'll
They could just take a snack to go.
Yeah, well, they can probably just have it.
They're poor. It'll disappear real fast.
well, I mean they can
There's
each carry an extra
there's-
loaf pretty easily.
Yeah.
It's not like
Okay.
the dagger is so cumbersome that they're like, oh, this dagger is oh my god.
One more loaf to everybody. This is dinner.
Yeah, make it last. 'cause
Save it.
Yeah, well,
We're going out of town.
So we're gonna get there by evening, basically.
Yeah. So it's it turns dark. You hear some damn it! Ow! As you're kind of they're tripping over some stuff. They're like, hey, you guys got any torches or anything? So that way we can see.
Yes.
So
I'll give out the remainder of my torches.
all right. So how many torches do you have?
9.
9 torches. Okay, yeah. So your torches. They're like, woo! All right. So they.
Cirque moves to the way back to the group as he has an aneurysm of how long this is taking and how bored he's getting.
So they light their torches. They're like, that's
My plan was
That's-
to tell them that they can
that's
kill
better. So
They do that every day. Something special.
every
me. Get paid for it.
20 feet there's somebody with a torch carrying it, and so there's not like an outrageous amount of light, but it's enough that no one's stumbling and wandering off. You guys you find the just like the dream, you find the cliff by the beach, and it looks exactly like how your dream was, how you remember in your dream. So you're assuming that you've been led to the right place via dream knowledge. So you guys are like, you want to say anything as you approach, or are you just like,
Alright, guys, listen. Lady Genevieve is in there, and if you're lucky, she might just, be overwhelmed with her savior. So we gotta kill the bear and quickly get to her. Remember, 5 gold to those who do really, really well.
And bear. So shh.
so how do we just out of curiosity? So if we do really, really well, what does that mean? Like that means we kill the bear and or what happens if the bear isn't there and it's just Lady Genevieve?
Then you get to her first. You get 5 gold.
Okay, so it's really a race. So when you say do really well, you mean
It's a
beat
race.
out the rest of the guys.
It's a race.
And they're like, okay, well, we're pretty used to competing against each other anyway. In a slits throat world. You just roll a 1 or something because your
No,
facial
it was
expression
bad,
was
no.
so it's like a 2,
4.
a 4, plus what 7,
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So they're like, yeah, okay, dokie. Whatever. It's kind of like every day for us competing against each other.
I'm
So
sure she'll
okay.
sing the praises of her savior. Maybe that could coax some extra gold out of
They think you're full of shit about the whole she'll sleep with you, or the innuendo that you drop there, but they're still committed. You think they're committed to the cause. So they're like, okay, so you just want us to like bum rush the cave then? Is that what the idea is?
Well, you gotta be quiet, so you gotta quietly bum rush.
All right, so they're like, okay, so you guys are coming with, right?
Yeah, we'll be behind y'all.
Behind
Okay.
you.
We gotta look too.
We've got to cover a lot of area. That's what
All right, so make a as you're approaching, make
Why did we say it was
bluff
up there?
checks.
That's so stupid.
D20.
Yes. The only time you use any of the other dice is really when it comes to damage dealing. Your D20
Is
is
that 16?
25.
Okay, 16, and then, what was it? Love?
It'd be a -1 charisma.
Yeah, if you don't have it, you know.
15 is pretty good.
So you got a 14 total?
15.
Oh, you rolled
I
a
got
16.
14.
You got a 14.
+1, so it's a 20.
Nice.
No more fools.
All right, so you guys have that was actually really good as a group bluff check. So I was thinking some of them were that you wouldn't do so well, that some of them would, you know, question, be like, man, it's kind of weird. They hire us and then they have us all out in front. That's a little, but you don't hear any of that shit. It's like, whoa! So you hook, line, and sinker them. So they're like, oh, I mean, sounds legit. Okay, well, I mean, they're paying us a lot of money, so let's do it, you know. So if anybody was questioning in their
It's worth
mind,
the money.
the money is quashing that one. So
we are very poor.
yes,
Well, we are really poor.
nice one.
Yeah.
All right, so they go up. You guys get pretty close to the cave
Nobody let me
entrance.
talk, that's why.
The cave entrance, you can tell it's a
You
cave
wanna yell
entrance
at
because
the
it is
top,
like pitch
"Oh, it's gonna
black,
kill people."
and the moonlight,
And it would work
you know,
if
hitting
you
the
walked down
the cliff wall. It's just a pitch black hole in this, you know, cliff wall. So that's how you know. Oh, that must be the cave. So
So usually the cave
the
was
guy's like, it's really dark and the torches have burned out. Do you have anybody have any more torches so we can see into the cave?
No, nobody.
I light a club on fire.
I have some, that we can do the candles.
That takes way too long.
How many torches would an explorer's pack
Or,
have?
I
At least one.
can't we burn
Just,
another
you
you
cat?
know.
That's what I bought, and it had 10 torches.
Okay,
Okay.
so
So
I
now
got
it has
another
10
10 to
torches.
hand
All
out.
right. Well, you really only need, you know, 1 or 2 in this case because they're like, okay, but we just need enough to make sure we don't just go
Yeah.
into the cave. So they're like, oh, all right, cool, torches, cool.
Well,
So they light
the rest of the people know not to go there.
the torches, and they're like, okay, so they're like, you know, they listen. They're like, I don't hear no bear. All right, you know. All right, seems legit. Okay, so let's start going in. All right, so you see the guys start kind of like your 44 dudes kind of going in, and suddenly you hear like I assume you guys are just kind of hanging out outside the cave.
We're making sure they don't run out.
Well, we're bringing up the rear. We're
Yeah.
not making it obvious we're waiting.
All right, so but you guys are kind of
Walking very
pimp walking,
slowly.
pimp walking. I got you, dragging. You're just like, well, let's just see what happens.
How many of us have dark vision? I don't know.
I do.
So you hear, you know, imagine like, you know, in all the like Indiana Jones movies when all of a sudden, you know, a ton of, you know, a swarm of bats, you know, just takes flight all at once, you know,
I thought they
and
found
so you
it.
hear the flapping and the caws of the bats, and then the screaming starts, and oh my god, they're just bats, ah! And things like that going on. So it sounds like craziness is going on in the cave, and you hear, get him off me, get him off me, ah! And just a lot of, you know, screaming, and you see like the last few guys that went in there running out, ah! And they fall dead
bats coming out.
at your feet, and you see bats,
Holy
and then they, you know, fly back inside.
Oh, damn. Well, we got our money back.
No, that's
Yeah, we
gone.
did.
No, we lost that 100. Remember?
Yeah, we get all this money they had. Oh, that's right.
Okay, how many dudes died?
Still gonna burn down the fucking slums.
How many dudes died?
So you had 44 go in.
Of them all.
I would assume they're all dead. But you can go in and verify.
We don't have to go as far in. We've got dark vision.
Guess
Hey,
what? Your dinner is served.
All of them.
I don't want to eat after those things. Those things are creepy.
So we do a dark vision, so I'm going to come up a little
A
closer.
picky cannibal.
Yeah.
So look it up. You see, make stealth checks if you're going to look into the caves.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We have a very picky
Are you just
cannibal,
like,
man, so-
I love the supreme confidence. Oh, you want me to make stealth check? I got this.
15.
Amazing.
15. Bars are amazing.
One.
Dexterity.
I mean, look at my fucking
Oh,
skills. Look at this
dexterity
shit.
is one. Yeah.
I'm sure that they're bards. That makes sense.
Unless you are you
I'm
special?
like, and I'm a jester,
5.
which is like a rogue bard. So I'm like,
All right, 15 and
This D20 is
Stealth.
Wait,
they
I,
trade
So
me
you
a lot or something.
oh yeah,
Okay. Yes. Wait. This animal's
I'm scared.
Trist never was
So-
specific on what kind of evil was in this den, was he?
as he laughs and laughs and laughs.
Actually, I hand you the hand of a dead corpse.
I love it.
so,
I will drag him to the entire dungeon.
Can I inspect the body at my feet real quick?
Yeah.
See what exactly they're like. What exactly they were attacked.
Yeah, you can if you what is that, survival check? I believe it's a survival check. Make a survival check if you
Okay,
want.
that's
Plus
what I'm
wisdom.
17 plus
Why do
2.
we sell them?
All right, so you note that they have like your time in the wilderness. You know that bats are known to eat bugs, but you've heard that there are some bats that do feed on blood.
Still on you.
And you see lots of tiny, bite marks. But it seems like, when you get close, you look, it seems like the neck area was really attacked. The veins along the arms were really, that's where the bites were really centered around, which is kind of odd. You would think that there's are bats, their brains are, some of it's instinct, they get the whole landing and latch on part, but you would think that their attack bites would have been everywhere. But these seem very centralized along the
Smart bats.
the Venus roots. And so you're a little,
Perhaps perpetrated by a Batman.
kind of like, you also know that
if
even
it's
if
a
these
woman?
bats did, 48 people, man, there's got to be like 1 billion bats in there to drain these guys, because...
But they should be full
I have a
now.
better idea of what to set on fire.
As a cannibal, there's always room for seconds. I can attest to that. Can I see that? Wait, no. Because I was going to look up speak with animal and animal sense. Real quick. See if I can, whisper to the bats. Like, hey, buddy.
We're friends, don't eat us.
Everything's fine.
Situation's normal. How are you?
Sirik, I think your burning plan would work in here.
I don't have any fire. We gave all our fire to the peasants.
I have
And for
7 more torches on.
Okay, do you have any oil
I have human fat.
Black Molly has
She
oil.
does have
or
human
liquor?
fat. And we have a lot of dead people.
We have a lot of human fat.
What's it called? Animal.
We have a lot of human fat.
What do I
Speak
do? I
of
get closer to
animal?
seeing anything?
Is it under animal?
No, it
Okay,
should be
so,
in our spell.
You were the only one that said, that you wanted to go up to it. Everybody else just made stealth checks because I guess everything had been grouped at that point. But
Well, I don't want to be eaten.
you go up and you see, as you look in, it's black and white. You see
Do you have that as an ability?
the ground is trampled, and black and white. You can tell that you can see that a lot of the floor glints with moonlight, and as you look up, you see the occasional wing flutter, wing movement as this cave entrance seems to be, a decent it's not like a billion bats. It seems like, a couple hundred bats is roosting in the ceiling of this cave. And so in your black and white spectrum with lots of hues of gray, that's effectively what you're seeing. And it looks like a natural cave entrance. Kind of a sandy floor. You don't really see any stalagmites, stalactites, or anything like that. It's, just kind of a...
Alright, so I'm gonna see if I have any vials or anything on my pack. I'm gonna fill with human bat, set the on fire, throw it at the wall.
Yeah, do we have mulligan?
Man, I bet it stinks in here with all the guano. That's also flammable.
Yep. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah, the guano we're standing in. I'm gonna go back to the cave entrance because I see them playing with things that look dangerous and having a little too much fun.
Okay.
Sierra knows can't speak with flames. He goes,
I have 5 candles, and that's it. I have 2 costumes.
those are flammable too.
What is Andy's?
One of them I'm wearing. It's a jester's outfit.
Does it have bells?
Nope.
Thank God. It wouldn't for long. I shall call you Harlequin.
Okay.
Because you're in the joke.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I put my hammer.
You don't have a hammer yet.
You're smashing.
Last time I got, well, I got a glaive.
I just need things to put stuff in.
Put it in the poo.
I'm not gonna get close enough to put it in the poo.
Oh, can we just cut off these dudes' heads and hollow out the brain and use that?
Yeah, let's spend 4 hours to do that.
Well, why are we doing this exactly? The bats do not seem to be moving. It's almost as if they're full.
Do you really want to risk that?
Well, when you went, I assumed you just went to the cave entrance and peeked in.
Okay, then go.
All right. Just want to make sure that we are all.
No, that's not what we were. No. Go ahead.
You have to make the conditions.
All right. So tails I win, head you lose.
No.
That doesn't work with rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, I had a point.
What are we flipping for?
This is my
sleight of hand to see if he noticed me changing it.
Sierra, what are you trying to bet on?
I'm not trying to bet. I'm trying to get him to go.
Give me the stupid candle. I'll do it.
Bat. I don't like bats.
You have candle. Doo-doo.
Shut up. You don't take candle. What am I doing with this?
You're going into the cave. You volunteered.
To light poo on fire.
No, just go into the cave and see if they're full. That was the whole.
Why the fuck do I need a candle?
I don't know. You asked for the candle. I wasn't seeing if he would go inside.
While they're arguing, can I go in and make them shut up and see what's in the cave?
Yeah, sure. If you get annoyed with their conversation, you want to go in. Yeah, you can definitely
that's gonna happen.
go into the.
All right, hold on. Let me look up these. Okay, I'm gonna rage first.
I'm gonna rage.
Yes, just because. Last time I didn't rage.
You have to sing a song despite all my blah blah blah.
Despite all my rage.
Yes, you got to do that. Despite all my rage, I am still
Barbarian in
barbarian in the cave. Every time you rage, that's your new gimmick.
I'm still just
Make me laugh.
I'm still just an orc in a cave.
I'm a nihilist. I don't.
Despite all her rage, she is still just an orc in a cage.
Like a
Cave.
I'm trying to find.
It's probably in your actual. That's what I'm looking up right now.
Look at me. I'm
It
a
is,
bard. I'm a
okay.
nihilist. Nothing matters as long as I don't go first.
Your lives don't matter. Mine is an extreme value to me.
Okay.
I still
never mind,
have
I see
shit to
what it
fuck
is.
I still have all these things to kill and burn.
Okay, see what it is? So you
Yeah.
know. Okay, so
I
you're
have
still
to-
going to go in there?
I have to-
Lessons to teach.
Sure, there's a dead bat.
At heart, I'm a teacher.
I have no idea what's the purpose of 3 teams of Pokemon Go. Fuck blue.
How did we get on the Pokemon?
Arrogant. Hate 'em.
Come on.
So-
It's just.
Focus.
I know. Just ragging on this.
I'm gonna
Thought
walk
process.
in very quietly.
Make a stealth check.
Stop.
I would give you an inspiration, but I'm not that kind of bard.
Stealth
You
plus
keep saying that,
one.
Sarah. One day we'll listen.
7.
Did you say 7?
Yeah, I guess I stepped
you
on
said
some
you said so.
7 billion. Was that 17? Yeah, sure.
All right, so you kind of in there, and are you using normal vision or
my
your dark vision?
yeah, my dark vision.
All right, so you step in, and it smells very metallic. After your all's conversation, you kind of smell like,
Like blood is everywhere.
and you see, like I say, you see the ground has been heavily tread upon, but
He wears brown.
there's also a lot of, you see, a lot of light glinting back from the moonlight coming in from the ground back up to your eyes.
Yes.
You're fairly used to having night vision, or not night vision, but dark vision. So you would assume that there's liquid, derp check. You're going, okay, so the ground is like covered in blood. And you see, like I said, you see the occasional, wing, like as a bat stretches a wing and, scratches itself or whatever. And so you hear a lot of, that's what you see as you poke your head into the cave.
Well, they're not.
I was gonna use speak with animal. Can I use it to just listen in on them? I guess not. That would be kind of pointless.
So to speak, you have speak with animal?
Yes, it's because I totem wolfed. I went totem warrior.
Okay. And,
It's totally awesome.
What's my
I'm just helping you feel better about your jokes.
My jokes are bad. They're purposely bad.
You're still not funny.
I like
They're
how
not
you
supposed to
went
be.
with
limited to
purposely
their
just so he can say
intelligence? They seem like smarter bats,
anything. Don't touch me. It was
though.
on purpose.
Good.
Give you information on what they have perceived within the past few days, or just information, I guess.
Lots of guys came in here and
And
got
I
fucking
can-
wrecked.
Well, on Tuesday it was empty. On Wednesday I saw a bug.
Says I
On
can-
Thursday it was empty. On Friday, oh my God, so many dead people.
Persuade a beast to perform small favors. So
Don't
we're-
eat us.
A beast. To perform small favor.
Spread the
Building
rumor.
like a
We're good
billion.
guys.
so you use your speak with animals ability. Effectively, you can't talk to them. They can't talk to you. It's not possible. However, you basically set up, let's say, telepathic link with them, and so they communicate to you through a series of
Yes.
visual. Well, they're bats, bats can see, but it's all, there would be no way for you to really understand sounds the way they do. So for me to break it down as a DM to you as a player, and we're all human,
What would it be like?
I'm just going to go with, it would be like Daredevil. So that's what I was looking for, is
Yeah.
something to kind of
Or
relate to.
Blue
So
Whale.
it would be, so everything comes in that really, fizzy little, but you still understand that, from their vision, they sing from a bird's eye view. People in Wall say it's black and white for them because they're probably looking at heat. So coming in, you could tell that this is the guys, and that this is, they're sending you what happened just now, and then effectively for them, it's like they're, all they saw was red, and an overwhelming desire to go down there and bite, and so they, en masse went down, and you see from their view, their experience, the fight with the slummy people, and you just see blood going everywhere. You don't feel, you don't sense their desire to feed being satiated. It was just, like they saw red and they went crazy. And then when they were all dead, the red went away and they were like, wow, that was weird, and flew back up and roosted.
So I'm gonna go back and talk to him about what I just saw. So whenever the dudes went in, the bats kind of just went nuts. I guess they haven't, killed people in a while. I can relate. They just like, hey man, that looks like a fun time. I don't think they're full. And it's almost like, and this is just speculation here, maybe they have some sort of charm, like maybe they are attack animals for something deeper inside. Because it doesn't make sense that a bunch of bats could mass murder people or would attempt to do so.
That's my job.
Yeah. And especially the way the bites are, it seems like their intent was to kill. Which I know, it wasn't to eat, it was to just straight up kill.
Well, we could either wait till they normally leave and go do their bat thing,
Well-
and find a way around them.
It's
I'm gonna start
nighttime.
climbing the wall
It's.
with my 20 climb speed.
The cave fence.
I'm saying it's already nighttime, so they haven't left. That's why I'm saying there might be some sort of attack animal. Instead of attack dog, you get a million bats. Yeah. Instead of a Rottweiler, you get.
Yep.
All right, so you
Spider-Man?
climb. You're gonna climb. Okay, you got. What are the rest of you? She finishes her. What are the rest of you gonna do?
With you? Yeah, I don't care how you carry it.
What we could do.
So you're gonna wait
I
for
like
him to
that.
climb.
Fire idea, but apparently he has another idea.
I want to show off my new cool abilities. I have 20
Well,
foot climb speed. It's amazing.
I was
Of
like.
course, you know that the cave might necessarily. Never mind. He's gone.
We could light a fire inside, block the entrance, and burn and/or suffocate them.
Unless it's got another
Yeah,
exit,
either.
which I'm sure.
Or they'll find another way out, as animals typically do when their lives are in danger. Then, hey, we're free of bats. The only problem with that is we'll have a cave full of smoke that we have to wade through.
Let's see how far he gets before he falls off.
I don't have to make a check. That's have 20 foot climb speed.
Alright, so
Gets knocked off.
we wait
That's
for
that's the worrying part. If I get knocked off, there's a priest of another god there goes, no.
That's like better rope.
So you climb up, and you're on top of the cliff now. You look back and it's pretty sure.
No.
Tempted to pull the rope. I do not pull the rope.
Do I have an arrow?
I have a dart. I handed him a dart.
I got a spear.
Anyway, we're at the top of the cliff.
Yes. You look around further back, it's pretty just grassy, but about 200 feet you'd see some trees.
I'm going to look for a hole.
Okay, sure.
Whether it be a well, a natural crevice, something.
Okay, so
I do tie the rope off somewhere. So
Okay.
here is anchored.
I would say, I guess 5 minutes might be a little worrying to you guys. You're sitting there at the cliff face, and it's been about 5 minutes.
Not
You've
worried
seen
about
nothing. No word, nothing.
No, but we don't want to stay here all night. Not worried about you. Worried about what you got into.
Over the course of 2 hours, is about how long it's going to take for him to realize there's no hole up there. That looks down. If you guys at some point climb up, that's cool. Or if you just wait 2 hours later, he's like, you know what? I don't think there is a hole up here. Or maybe I'm just not seeing it.
I was just gonna say let's burn it, and if we get trapped inside, it sucks. He had 5 dudes stab me for money.
I'm not inside.
So,
He's
alright,
on
so
top.
if you're
No,
screw it, I'm
you
gonna
can find
make a
them
fire
on
and
these
burn,
ways.
smoke out the
We have a
bats.
bunch
You
of
absolutely
gloves
can.
and clothing.
Dead bodies.
Hey,
Let-
that body has plenty of clothes
And
on.
some of them made it to the entrance, so
Yeah, let's
we got to start throwing them over the cliff at some point anyway.
get the clothes patched, gloves. Let's start a fire in the entrance and block off this entrance.
With more bodies.
Alrighty,
Why
so
not?
you block the entrance off with, and you start setting setting a fire.
Perception of 11, by the way. As I'm looking through the woods going,
You may notice the smoke.
Okay, so
To enjoy
we'll say it
it.
takes like an
I
hour to
love
get it
that
all, set up and, for you to, start it all
Trying
that
too
fun
hard.
stuff. So we'll say, hour 15 minutes has passed and, you look back and you notice that, in the moonlight you can tell that it's a full moon out, that there's smoke coming
they
from
started the burnings without me. Slowly walk back, all upset.
All right, so he spider climbs back down. So it's been about 15 minutes of you guys getting the fire going, and then trying to put the smoke into the cave.
I was just gonna put it kind of inside and then block off the entrance, and that way it goes.
Right.
With more bodies.
Palm fronds.
Well, you don't have enough to fully block it off. I mean, but you have enough that you can have a fire and you
Yeah.
can have smoke and.
I'm sure there's palm trees on the beach, right? Palm fronds.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can go back. I mean, and
We got time to kill because
yeah.
the barge is up and left
Yeah,
without saying
exactly.
a word. Okay, let's go for original idea.
And for a
So-
bard, he communicates very poorly.
So you set the fire up and you got it going, and after I'd say about 15 minutes, the smoke is enough that you suddenly see the bats come out of their cave. They just kind of fly off into the out into the open. Off, and you assume they're hunting now or something. So yes, so the bats seem to be gone.
Well, let's go and hurry.
Well, better fear the smoke.
What?
The smoke,
What about it?
we can't breathe it either.
Then tie something around your face and walk faster.
All right, so you guys are gonna go in with.
Once we remove the bodies, the smoke will come out faster anyway.
Okay, so you're gonna take get rid of the fire and just have a little bit of smoke in the cave is what we're okay. So you go in and the cave is smoky and it's enough to if you don't have like a cloth over your face, to make you hack a little bit, but it's not too terrible.
Wrap your cat's face too.
As you enter the cave and you see where clearly the main, as bodies are really kind of, the epicenter of the bodies, you see two bats fly down, and they suddenly turn into these things.
The bats turn into those things.
Two bats
The
turn
fat
into
one or
these
the ugly
things.
one?
This one.
Yeah.
That's what I was
That's
talking
big. That's a big dude.
Closet.
Yes, the giant
Those are claws.
apey
Oh,
guy
not very
is,
big.
but the closet is not quite so big. So roll initiative.
Why do they feel hostile towards us?
Well, you can ask them on your turn.
I know I'm doing my turn.
What's initiative? Oh, D20?
It's
D20.
a D20 plus your dexterity. Modifier.
16 plus 1. Oh, no, modifier.
Well,
Yeah.
this number.
Yeah, 16 plus 1. 17.
Oh,
We should have done the cards.
That's all right.
oh, this is the only fight though.
You want to take a break before the fight starts?
It's 7:25. Let me just grab initiative and then
Yeah.
yes. So
Can I go ahead and rage?
You've already.
you say
Oh, yeah.
You're still ready.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So what's your initiative?
17.
17 is 12. Randall,
12.
who's got the higher?
We got those same.
Then roll off, please. And Tim.
16.
Why didn't I roll that for initiative?
Alrighty. So, stay tuned to see how the exciting fight against, and I didn't show the screen, the Quasit. For those of you wondering what a Quasit looks like, it's that crazy creature right there. He turned from a bat into a Quasit using its shape changer ability. And since it's a demon, we can start piecing things, two together, figure out how it all works out. So, either way.
He could have stayed a bat. If he wants to identify as a bat, it's okay. We don't care.
I know,
We're
but...
We're still going to kill him.
But not for that reason.
If he's a demon,
But yeah,
he's-
it's 7:27. We're going to take a 10-minute break, so we will see you guys at 7:37.
All right, you.
What?
I need to talk to you
What do I do?
about your character.
Oh.
Which character?
Oh yeah, but yeah.
I assume we're gonna go offline at some point.
Lacey, beam us up.
We should
Stop playing that game.
We should probably.
Language of our people.
Alright.
Welcome back to Dice and Discourse. Two uber scary Quasits just came down and attacked the party. We have rolled initiative, and Taylor, congratulations, you get to go first. At 17, right? Yes?
Oh
There we
yeah.
go.
I'm gonna, well, first draw my readouts. And I'm raging. And
She's super angry, guys. Stand back! She has an axe!
Just come right at me.
so angry.
Bro, that's not cool.
I guess I am gonna charge the nearest one and just like over my head, wanting to cleave that mofo in half.
Well, you're absolutely allowed to try.
I'm going to, and I roll.
We believe
Yep.
in trying.
You roll a d20,
There's
and
no
you have to beat his AC.
Well, add it up. You might get lucky.
So plus strength.
It should be, did we not? So you get your proficiency bonus plus your strength modifier.
Oh.
So it'll be +2 plus your
So
strength.
10.
10?
Did you actually charge?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's.
Oh no, then
No,
I
it's,
got
I don't think-
rage.
no,
it's a beat.
It's
Yeah.
a feat.
So and then I got rage, which I guess is plus.
Charger's a beat. Whenever you use the dash action, you
Wait,
get
hold on.
bonuses.
Rages +2.
I'm being dead serious. I'm just now looking at the beats going, well,
I think it's
maybe
just,
one will
I
be
think
good.
rage is only
Why
plus.
would there?
Oh no, it's +2 damage.
Yeah.
I really need to learn this. I thought
You
I
get a
had-
10.
Oh wait, yeah, 3 rages +2 damage. So, yeah, 10.
10 is not good enough. He sees you coming, and you're just like, throwing all your ragey power into it, and he just jumps to the side. So while that's occurring, Tim,
Huh?
Daniel's next.
So I'll see her run in.
Well, Tim's next. I'm sorry, Daniel, you're coming
I'm
after
after-
Tim.
I'll
I'm
see
just,
them both run in.
yeah.
Good. I have a spear, so whoosh.
All right, chuck a spear.
And
At the one she's fighting, or at the other one?
at the other one.
Alrighty.
18 on the die.
Unless you have some serious negatives, you're gonna hit.
Okay. No negatives.
I'm
All right, so you hit it.
Yep.
And
And
one.
that is 1d6. 6, 7, 8.
I understand why you're.
8 points of damage. So the Quasit takes a spear to the shoulder area region. Okay, it bounces off his incredibly tough tide. I don't know. Either way, 8 points of damage. Ka-chow. We'll call it Quasit A, Quasit B. And we'll neg 8 Quasit B.
Quads up with you.
Was,
Quads down. We're awful people.
So you chuck a spear at him, and it hits him in the chest, and Quasit B crumples to the ground, holding on to it, and then you just see kind of ash on the ground. So
That was more
Quasit,
effective than I thought it was going to be.
Quasit B seems to have died. Oh, I'm sorry. Either way, yeah. So,
Well, it is no longer there.
he's dead. Alrighty, so, that was Tim. So, Daniel.
I see Tim.
Jim.
Chin.
Yes.
Patience.
Why am I doing this?
Why are we trying to hold the hand
Patience!
afterwards?
Patience.
So after a patience throws a spear and kills him, like, oh, that was easy. I'll throw my spear.
All right, chuck your spear.
17.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
I think it's a D8 when it's thrown. Or only person.
It's 1d6 piercing thrown, 1d8 when you're using.
Okay, I can't remember if it applied to that as well. Sadly, it is only a 4.
All right, so this one, you chuck it at him, and it hits him in the chest, and it kind of does this, and it leaves like a nice red, nasty tear in his chest skin region. And that makes it Daniel's turn, or I'm sorry, Randall's turn. Blah.
I walk up to the mouth of the cage and ready for them to come near me. Knife in hand.
Mouth of the what?
Mouth of the cave.
Alrighty, so you ready in action in case one comes
I'm
at
not going to
you.
go out of my way to kill them. They're just being squished.
Just throw a rock at him.
Come at me, bro.
Sing something.
I'm not that kind of bard.
He's not a very handy bard.
Nope. I am kind of handy though.
Bro.
Everybody wants it from you.
Oh my god.
Because my hands are usually covered in razor blades.
Trying too hard.
Alright, suddenly the closet seems incredibly frightening. Make a DC 10 wisdom check. So you need to take a d20, roll it,
That's the D12.
and add your wisdom modifier to it.
5 plus 0.
Alright, so you are suddenly filled with absolute terror, and you run out of the cave. Like, you're full kilter. You're just so panicked by the visage of this, creature. So you both chuck spears. So
Can I mow him over on the way?
Daniel, he comes sprinting at you and makes claw attacks at you.
That's not good. Let's see if it hits.
22.
Yeah, that would do it.
Now you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. I don't think I made it, because it's a 7.
Okay, so you take 7 points of damage. I'm sorry, you take 5 points of damage, 5 points of piercing damage, and you take. Here we go. And you take 5 points of poison damage. You are now poisoned.
So I take 10 points of damage.
Yes.
And poison will be an recurring thing.
Yes. At the end of each of your turns, you can make a. You can again try to repeat it. The poison will last a certain number of rounds. Okay. So, yeah. So, top of the order, Taylor. Make a wisdom saving throw.
8.
8. So you are outside of the cave, and you no longer have line of sight.
We're not frozen. We're just waiting.
Beats are kind of
Yeah.
shit.
So you.
Some are good.
I'm just trying to imagine with
What
this
is the other
ability,
one I've
what
seen?
exactly is going on
At
with your
least from
character.
my predicament.
I don't think since you can't see him anymore, you're trying to calm yourself down. You know, because you're like, bigger than that guy.
You want
But you just can't get the thought of it's just how incredibly terrifying it is out of your mind. And so you just kind of stand there quaking. You're just, you know, your mind, you're thinking, I can do this, what's going on? But you're so filled with adrenaline and fear that your body is just shivering. You're just unable to move at this juncture. Tim, the closet is very near you. I imagine you and him is right next to each other as you both chucked your spears at the entrance to this cave. So right next to you, just see him kind of slash, and you got a good look at his hand. His hand looks like it's covered in some kind of green ooze, because we all know green is poison. So, you know, and he's got like green kind of mist coming off his body now, so you know he's been poisoned for sure.
And then,
All right.
and he's already been wounded, right?
Yes, he's got a cut along his chest from the
Cool. I get
spear
my
chop.
mighty slayer.
A mighty, mildly ineffectual.
So
Mildly effective.
2 attacks.
It was mildly effective.
Ooh, lowest would be 10, 12, 13, 14.
14 is a hit. Roll damage.
Okay, so both of them hit. So that is 2d6 and 1d8.
Did you roll all ones?
Practically. 2, 3, 4, 6.
I'm proud of you.
I just
Shut
don't
up.
ever believe you when you say
Wait.
You shouldn't.
I have a question. Well, I guess it's not hostile to me anymore. Because it screamed at me and I ran. Because my totem ability is
What's your damage?
8.
8, 4, and 4.
It was basically 3 and 3 and 2.
3 and 3 and 2.
Because I have a special ability, if it's been wounded and below its max health, I get to do an extra 1d8 on one of my attacks per turn.
Okay. So your blows, you know, you're very nimble at getting them there, but you're not shaving as much flesh off as you thought you would.
So it was 5 for 1 hit and 2 for another. Or
Right.
3 for another.
Right. You take chunks of them out, but you're struggling, like your blade is not cleanly slicing through. It's kind of like, you know what I mean?
And being familiar with demons, does it seem like a silver problem?
A silver problem? No. It just seems,
Just rough.
yes, like his flesh is very rough.
Okay.
They have products with them.
And you know, even for a very sharpened blade, you know, it's just kind of, you know, you're doing damage. You're seeing like your blade's kind of like, instead of cutting, it's like it's raking along his flesh. But he looks like, I mean, he's got, you cut him enough, you're like, so he's got cuts like all over his body, and he looks like he's bleeding. He looks, you know, even for, if you could tell, he looks like he's about to
He's
crumple.
not going to do anything. You're fine.
Daniel, it's your turn. You feel very sick
Alright. How much damage do I take?
at the end of your turn.
Well, he's right there in my face. So,
Yes, he is still swinging at you.
I guess-
I'm just saying that you know something is wrong. Pretty much
Well-
instantly the moment he touched you, like, okay, you got a cut. This is something even worse.
well, the bad man touched me, so I don't like him. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
So you come up and you mildly inconvenience him. Allow me to assist you.
This
in
is what
mildly
can be.
inconvenience. So I guess we're flanking him, or is that a thing in this game?
Not really a thing in this game. It really is more or less more story driven in terms of, you know.
Well, I rolled a 20.
Oh, hey, cool. So
Rolled a
we're
20.
doing confirm, yeah. So
Do you guys want to change that? I mean,
Nope.
That's fine.
He gets more attacks, so he gets more crits. So
nope.
okay,
that would be a 17.
you confirm. Roll damage with an additional weapon damage die.
7 and 5.
Okay, so he came up, slashed your, and gave you a nice raking across your chest. You feel the, you know, sickened. You take poison damage. Tim just lays into the side of him, And you're just bring your blade up and just go right through his throat, right through the spinal column. His whole body slumps as you quickly withdraw your blade. He hits the ground on his knees, looks up at you, and then you know who's master there. He knows. You just basically put your balls in his mouth. So he is defeated.
Balls in this episode.
And then-
So many balls.
That's the name of the episode. You didn't know?
So many balls.
So many balls. Welcome to
Dice and
episode
balls.
It's
So
called
Many
that.
Balls.
It's called that ball.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
And
Hey.
good point.
Yes, I'm still poisoned.
Okay. Hey. You take 3 points of poison damage.
Now that we're out of combat, I'm sure.
Okay, so we're out of combat.
Can I do a survival check to help him out?
Do you have medicine?
I do not.
So any antitoxins or any kind of potions or...
I've been trying to find the Explorer's Pack and what exactly was inside of it, but I can't find it anymore.
It's in the...
It doesn't have antidote in it, that's what you're wondering.
Yeah.
Or any kind of herbs or anything.
So explore.
And then spells-wise, does anybody have a remove poison spell or okie dokie? So, okay, so
I have a cure spell.
you can help heal him.
I can help heal
yeah,
him
as
once-
he takes damage from
yeah.
the poison. Okay. So, Daniel, make a Constitution saving throw.
50.
Okay, so you know, the poison.
Green vapors come out as I
Yes,
smell it.
and you overcome the poison. You are no longer poisoned.
We have one.
But I'm sure you're feeling. I feel like that was a decent amount of damage to you. So I'm pretty sure that you're definitely not happy. You've got a nice cut in you, and then you know that poison definitely killed some cells. So
Ow.
you've had better days, I'm sure.
How bad off are you?
Now that the
I'm at half health exactly.
Well, I have a light cure I didn't throw it yet.
That would be appreciated.
1d8 plus 2.
three
3.
3 hit points.
Can
minimum.
you just burn all your dice and buy some new ones?
That'd be great.
Then you wear gloves.
That would be great for all of us.
Are you casting it again or?
I'm casting one more.
Okay.
3.
That's much better.
6.
Oh, 9 total.
A bit better than 1 again.
I'm good. I feel good.
Okay. Alrighty, so the Quasit fight is defeated.
And the faucets burn no more.
We'll send them back in the closet.
So, were all of them closets or just those two? I'm curious.
You've
now.
defeated those two. There's still now that the fight is over, and you're starting to kind of look ahead into the cave. You can hear a faint hum Buddha 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 Buddha. You can hear the rhythmic chanting of, dare I say, cultists?
Told you they were attack bats, also I'm still outside.
So yes, you have you can hear
How long do you run
chanting.
Oh, I'm sitting outside the cave just like shivering and
Once you got
Suddenly-
outline of sight.
Now that I remember that's what happened to you, with the death of the Quasit, you do feel. I was more concerned about the poison. I'm sorry.
No, it's
You do. You suddenly, it's like you just snap out of it, and you're no longer, you no longer fear that just unbelievable terror that you felt. It's like
from the abyss.
it's like the darkness has receded from your soul.
Child.
So you were able to re-enter the cave if you so desire.
You hear a
By the way, your rage, you were as soon
Your
as you
car
were
breaks
feared, you were broken out of your rage.
You're on a
So
lone road.
you've
in the
only
middle of
used
woods.
1 out of
2,
3.
1 out of 3 rages.
So
I'm
is
going.
he better? Is
Uh,
he still poisoned?
No, I'm not vomiting all over myself any longer.
I take my move action and I ready again.
Cyril, you're gonna have to help some.
You guys had it.
Cyril.
Can I use
What did
him
he
as
do?
a human shield? I'm still mad at
I
you.
don't remember him doing much.
Yeah, he was through the cave and
You
went. You can do it.
I ran
Oh.
past
Yeah,
you.
No, Cyril. If you're gonna, you need to help.
I remember somebody being a little prissy bitch who can go on his own. So you can do that.
You
I
must be
think
talking
In
Sarah
about
terms of
Sarah-
experience, that fight was worth 425 XP per player. So,
So I walk into the cave, my movement and ready.
okie dokie. So you hear the low rhythmic chanting of.
That would be
You
a very
assume
reasonable thing to do,
cultist.
wouldn't it?
You don't know what kind of cultist. You just know that it's some kind of person or creature with a set of vocal cords that can make some kind of.
Can we understand the language?
You said you have infernal, so yes, you
I
can
have
understand.
Infernal too.
Yeah.
You can understand it because you're a tiefling. Duh. Anybody else infernal?
Nope.
So what?
So as you guys approach and you get a little bit closer and you can hear it better, you hear basically, "Our blood for you, master! Their blood for you, master! Our blood for you!" It's a lot of blood, and it's a lot of
Or
offerings.
blood from the
you know.
black god.
Yeah.
Does this
Okay.
particular god seem familiar to me?
The what they're chanting, it's mostly some kind of, it's clearly a supplication and, offering kind of chant that they're doing.
So it
Oh,
could
you're
be-
the greatest! But you don't hear any names.
So
It's
it could be
just,
one of many particular ones.
yes, anything that likes blood.
Yeah.
So
Most
basically anything neutral down, Yeah. So,
even some of the good ones, apparently.
yeah, well, I mean, the Old Testament, they like blood.
Mm.
Cannibals, they like blood.
That's just the, what is it, the au jus sauce? For au jus.
You like the sauce? Everybody likes the sauce.
Alrighty, so, you hear chanting. What do you guys want to do?
Sneaky sneak.
Does it sound like many checking units?
It sounds like a small congregation, not like an army.
I'd like to sneak and get a look at them to see if there's like one in charge that's heading the ritual, or at least
Then make
if they
a
have
stealth
guards.
check. For those of you that are gonna sneak ahead, make stealth checks.
17.
16.
I let everybody know who can speak Infernal. They're really loving blood, and there's not a ton of them, but there's a few of them.
14.
I like that one.
I know, right? Okay,
I
so
like when you bring your own dice. It's nice.
14. Was that the lowest? Did anybody lower that? Cool. So you guys, you think you're being stealthy, and you go forward, and you see 2 rows of 2 people. So you see 8 people on their knees and kind of, "Our blood is for you.
2 rows of
Their
8.
blood is for you." And you see a man with a very big beard, and he must have twisted the hair up or something because they're very thick. Braiding, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. And he's got nice little spikes, like maybe he put some kind of metal spike into it.
On his nipples?
On his, no, not his nipples, on
Oh
his,
my
in
God,
his
I was
beard.
like that kind of cult.
In his beard.
Our blood for you.
And he's standing before an altar, and there's, a person on it, and you can see that there's blood trickling down the altar, and he's standing before it with blades in hand, and he's just kind of, they're just repeating on auto repeat.
Hey Bard, you wanna try that spell you're so proud of? The laughing one.
No. Too many people in here.
What about sleep? Same.
Nope. I don't even have it anymore.
Can you do anything?
Suggestion. That requires me to talk to them.
Yeah, go talk to him.
I would really like it
Actually,
if you would turn your attention to our god, Trist.
Actually, why don't you go talk to them?
I think you should do it. Being that you think you're in charge here, go ahead.
I think he should
Lead
do
us.
it.
Oh, fearless leader. Go ahead.
I cast suggestion to make it even more. Sorry, it's that fun.
I feel like you should do it so you pull your weight.
All
No,
in
I
fa-
feel like I've pulled enough of my weight in the past. I feel like you should do it because all you do is sit around and complain. Go ahead. I'm being loud at this point.
Oh my god. Alright. I'm gonna grab you by the throat if you don't stop talking. Are you gonna stop talking?
No.
I'm
I'll
gonna
pick up a
let
javelin.
Your ass.
And right at the center cultist.
Okay, so roll initiative.
I was gonna throw Cyric in there, but
That would have been really funny.
4. My dice currently now. We're gonna get stabbed again.
You're ready, Gene. You'll barely feel it.
You can drop below 0 hit points if you're raging, as long as you make your con check.
Oh no, I know. The restless and
You should be more worried about your cat.
It's,
Fluffers is guarding our
it's not so lucky.
Actually,
Fluffers!
It's got 9
for the cat in
lives.
the beard.
Well, maybe 7 by now, but it's got a few.
Schrodinger on the cat from Schrodinger.
Alrighty, starting on the right side this time,
It
Tim,
exists or not, depending on whether you're
18.
Randall,
20.
Daniel,
22.
Taylor.
Or
There's one in every group. Alrighty, so Daniel, you are spending your turn arguing with Randall. Randall, you spend your turn defending yourself against Daniel's really mean attitude. Tim, what is your +2 initiative?
Was throwing that javelin at the center cultist.
Yes, but what's your +2 initiative? You tied.
2.
2? Okay, we got to roll off to see which one of us goes before the other. I got a 16. Okay. So you've made your decision. I'm gonna chuck a fucking spear at that guy. And you pull out your spear and you start gaining momentum, and he just goes, "Welcome to the offering. So glad that you guys presented yourselves. This one's almost dry." Ha ha ha! And he makes a gesture to inform his cultists that they need to stand up. You know. And
Stop chanting. We got company.
Did they start the war chant?
so he's gonna rush at you, and you're gonna chuck your spear, and then he's gonna make his attacks on you if he survives. Because you're both charging at each other
Almost guaranteed you're gonna
while you're running forward, chucking a spear.
Is it down one of those really long anime hallways?
To give you an idea as to what you guys are facing, you are facing a... Just ignore the name, of course, because you don't know that. But he looks like that.
Bearded devil.
Purple... Yeah, wow, you don't know that. But that's what he looks like.
He's a devilish man with a beard?
Purple, he's a devilish man with a beard. Or maybe he's a man with a devilish beard. We're not sure.
That would be you.
oh, that one's
Either way,
pretty.
he's been dipped in grape juice.
The purple one? Or the...
The white one.
White one.
Violet, we
That's
told
a
you not
bone
to
devil.
eat the fucking
Oh,
yellow.
that's so pretty.
So
okay,
he's on elf.
But yes, he's coming at you with a glaive, you know, and he seems, you
It's
know,
apparently the weapon of Calumport.
very happy. Like glee in his eyes.
He's always saying it's because he won't. That's pretty devil.
Don't suck me, like I've been all day so far. 16.
It's not bad.
That would hit a barn.
16 is a hit.
Eight.
8. Your spear, you chuck it, and you see it just kind of comes at him. It's like, you know, kind of hits him, and you can see him kind of grimace for a second as it kind of bounced off him, but it does not impede his charge. So he arrives, and you notice his beard isn't doing this; it's doing this. So his beard took lessons from Chuck Norris, and there is another fist behind it. So it makes an attack at you. 15.
I'm at 15.
All right, so the beard successfully hits you for Oh, max. 10 points of piercing damage,
Damn.
and you need to make a Constitution saving throw,
Or
or be poisoned.
sure. Made it 17.
17. Indeed, sir, you do pass it. So that was his beard. Now his glaive is swung at you.
Does anybody take skill and bravery?
17.
Yep.
And he does 7 points of slashing damage. And you need to take another Constitution saving throw.
Pass.
17 or something.
Yeah. Better than before.
Okay. Cool. That's his turn. Taylor, you are next, madam.
Well, I'm gonna attack Beard Guy.
Are you raging?
Oh yeah, I'm in rage.
Finally, somebody with initiative.
So yeah, I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna attack with my great axe. No, I'm gonna use my great axe. We're not gonna have Believe off. 14 plus.
Should be plus 5.
You successfully lower the axe on the bearded devil. Roll damage.
That's a D10.
Should be. D10 or
What?
D12,
No,
yeah.
D12. Is that this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. D12. 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 2.
Well, you don't get to add your proficiency
She
to
said
it.
rage.
No,
or
I
rage.
have-
Oh, rage, you're right, yeah. So that's 2.
No, I have D12 plus 3.
That's your strength. And then rage.
And then,
I think,
Oh.
yeah, so it's 5. So you did 10 points damage to him.
Alright.
So you bring the axe down, pretty solid hit, a hit that would kill a normal human, and you just feel like your axe cuts into him a little bit, and then you actually can't follow through. Your axe, comes off, and you just take a chunk of skin off his shoulder.
Oh god, it's one of those fights.
It's called the whittling.
So that was Taylor. The cultists rise, and they, and they come charging at you guys, but going from prone to standing and then charging or / moving to you guys. They basically, each of you has about 2 guys come up to you. And Tim, you're just lucky in having the bearded devil in front of you as well.
So what?
Yes.
You're a
But
celebrity.
that is their turn. So Daniel, it is now your turn. Your argument with Randall ending as suddenly cultists are charging you, and
Are they right up at me now?
yes.
Okay.
I'm going to make my spear attack both hands and stab it to the devil's side.
Attempt to.
Okie dokie.
There's no flanking bonuses there. So 14.
14's a hit. Roll damage.
Alrighty.
1d8. No suck.
11.
Yay.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to spend a key point for my bonus action. I've got my spear here in the side. I've got 2 cultists. I'm going to let go and back fist one and lift my leg and kick the other in the face. Let's see if I hit though. I do. I get to do something here. A 17, which turns into a 22 and an 8.
The 8 misses, but the 17 hits.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage. So 7 damage, and he has to make a strength test versus my DC or be knocked back 15 feet.
Sure. So here is his strength check. Strength of 11, so plus 0. 6. He is, I'm assuming, flung back 15 feet. So that's one hell of a. We'll just, yeah. So you basically you hear something break, under the weight of that blow, and he goes sailing back. So we're just going to remove him from the fight because there's no. If that happened to me, I would just play dead. So I would just. We're just going to lower the boom on that one. So.
No blood from me.
Only we're at the cave entrance.
2.
We could pretend it was
Okay.
Andy.
Uh,
Start punting.
so that was Daniel. So Randall,
I start moving up the wall.
so you're just gonna.
20 feet up the wall, and then I'm going to cast Fairy Fire directed on top of the Bearded Devil.
Okay,
So
so
everybody around him in a 20-foot area.
sure.
Needs to make.
They're gonna. The 2 cultists that are in your face are gonna make AOPs on you.
Sure.
Why is it always?
Why is that always fire?
9 and an 18.
Okay. 18 will hit.
2 points of damage.
Oh, dude.
Slashing from a dagger. It's also. I know how much you like
Oh,
those.
I
You know,
To
it's,
walk up.
I'm gonna take his dagger after we kill these guys.
After I take my slash, I continue to follow
A giant necklace of wreathy daggers.
Okay.
I cast my
Wavy
spell
daggers.
centered on the
Victoria.
Bearded Devil, so that's everybody in a
And
20-foot
it
cube around him,
can
including me, has to make a
use
dexterity saving throw.
all right. So
Because I'm assuming the mouth of the cave is not more than 20 feet tall.
what is the?
13. I did not make it.
$12.
15.
Is it like Is it just a dice roll, or is it with? Is it like a con whiz?
It's dexterity saving.
Dexterity. Okay. So
Yeah, that's
the
20.
bearded devil does make
You're
it.
good.
You notice part of it. You see the flows of magic. It seems like he repels the flows of magic.
Okay.
Not saying he can't be touched by them, but it takes a lot more mental might to.
What do we make a saving throw? Blinding?
No, it's if you fail it, they get advantage on you.
All right, so 2 cultists both fail. The cultists
Yep.
definitely failed that are around. So what does that do to them?
Anybody who fails has advantage.
Oh, has advantage to hit them?
Yep.
Okay, so Tim, you have advantage to hit your 2 cultists that are in front of you. They light up like, they have fairy fires all over them.
And they emit 10-foot light radius.
Okay. So we've got
Unfortunately, I have more.
2 there.
Well, I thought I had the bearded devil and everybody else had 2 cultists.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to decide mentally what, where the other cultists are. Because you were standing, it'll be the other one that was next to you. So that would definitely be triggered. So here's his saving throw. 12. Does he have a +1 or is he just... 12 plus 1. So the one on you is dexterous enough, because DC 13, to avoid it. Let's see. Yeah. So I think that's the cultist that would be triggered by the spell.
And I failed. So
You're lit up.
I'm doing pretty.
Okay.
I failed as well.
Okay. But you're also at
I'm
the top of
pretty
the.
stuck with the ball.
This is an altar room, so the ceiling does extend high. Like it's normal. It's like a comfortable walk. Like the cave doesn't get crunched down when you go into this room. Yes, a lot of cultists are centered in that area, but just the fact that they all kind of bum rush and they all just you guys were arguing amongst yourselves. I imagine the fight a little bit more spacious, but alrighty. That was Randall's turn, so the devil will swing on Zatim. Beard in tow. Beard! Miss. Glaive. Hit.
Hold on. Do you even know how to swing that thing? -2.
Okay.
Taunting.
So the he's still gonna hit.
Okay.
Instead of a 23, he went to a 21.
I wanted to roll it before you told us what the roll was.
Right.
Because then.
Yeah. You see him kind of distracted a little bit, but it's not gonna stop the boom.
Wait a minute. Doesn't matter. I don't actually have that ability.
Okie dokie. Well, either way,
Just like I said.
you take
I have no knowledge.
4 points of damage from his glaive, and you have to take a DC Constitution saving throw.
Can we steal his glaive and stab him so he has to make a
The
constitution?
poisons himself.
Another 18.
Hey. So the beard missed, the glaive hits, but I rolled minimum damage, so it did just the bare minimalist damage you could do with it. That makes it Tim's turn.
I completely forgot. I'm not college floor.
What are you thinking?
It's my bad.
Gosh.
I thought you switched to college.
No, I just went to tumbling pool.
Well, another dual attack on the beard
I
devil.
technically could have used disengage action.
As I let go.
I have bonus actions now.
Sounds good.
Lowest is 11.
The 11 misses.
I got 19, and there's it has to be a 20 to crit.
Yeah.
So that.
Though I think there's a feat that increases your threat range.
There
but
is.
I think so.
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
there was.
No? Oh, okay.
Implied.
Well, hey, but I suspect that's also why you don't confirm, you just auto do it.
I think only weapons give you a bonus now.
11.
11.
One
Alrighty.
connects.
So another, again, your blades, you're doing damage. You can see he's got cuts on him, but instead of like and really burying the hatchet, you're just kind of, your blade's just kind of going like half the distance in,
And I am very bloody right now. I'm not poisoned, but very bloody.
Tim, I'm trying to kill you, damn it.
You're
Taylor.
doing a good job.
It's that beard.
So I went
It's like an
down
executive
with him like
order.
that. I'm going to just
That angle doesn't work. This one,
Yeah.
wide arcing blow.
go
Okie dokie.
into the side.
He's
Same
thick
creature.
like wood,
We're gonna try to
so
swing
chop
on
like
the.
wood.
That's a 1.
Oh my god.
Is it really?
Apparently I'm nearsighted and I totally missed.
All right. Well, roll it again. Let's see if you're able to.
That's 6 plus whatever. 11.
6.
All right. So you're like, wow, I'll go in from the side. He hears you say this, and so he knows what's happening. So he sees you. He's just kind of got a smile on his face. He uses his beard to grab hold of the axe and chucks it across the room.
Bro. That's some sick facial hair though. I wish I was a dude.
I
So
wish I sold my soul earlier.
cultists. All right. So there's 2 on Taylor.
Are they the ones that lit up like a 4th of July?
One of them that was on Randall is going to come over to you, Daniel. And 1, 2, 3, Taylor. And Taylor, another one. So you're getting ganged up on there, Taylor. You got 3 guys trying to beat on you.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
I have the ability 5 feet. Any enemies that are 5 feet around, or any of my allies that are 5 feet around me, and that are attacking enemies that are hostile to me, they get advantage. What's that mean?
You have the protector.
Well,
If you say they get advantage, and they're like advantage to hit the creatures, or advantage.
Advantage to hit the person who is lit up.
if they're attacking me and they go to attack them, they get advantage. I don't know what that means.
You get advantage when you attack them because they're lit up.
Oh, she's talking about her wolf ability.
Oh.
Mhm.
So you can declare that you give advantage to all your allies against enemies that are hostile to you.
within 5 feet of you. So everybody within melee range attacking you.
Yeah,
Or
'cause-
then when your friends go to hit them, they get advantage, which is basically they roll twice and take the highest.
Oh,
Yeah. So, is that something you pop, or is it something that's just passive?
If it's passive, it's totem wolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the 3 that swing on you, it's only the ones that don't swing on you that are swinging on your friends that they get. Is that right? That's what I'm
I think
hearing
they're all
correctly.
technically hostile to her, though.
Yeah, they're all hostile
Oh, then
to you.
yeah.
So,
So,
you
yeah.
know.
Anyone within 5 feet gets advantage.
Okay, so I kind of imagine you 3 guys are kind of the wall, and the horde is hitting the wall, and Randall's up in the air going, fairy fire and stuff! He's probably saying exactly that to try to convince someone that he's doing something.
No?
Magic stuff!
Just, like,
That's how I
throwing
imagine it.
glitter.
My character noticed it.
Yeah, it's just flinging glitter. It's glitter bombs!
Like-
Glitter bombs! And you're up there, there's some real magic up there! I summon the motes of dancing lights! Glitter!
That wasn't her spell in Pathfinder.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, so, okay, so one of the cultists, comes up to you with a dagger, but you just bitch slapped him. Because now you don't have an axe, so you're just like, well, fuck it! And you're just gonna melee these bitches with your fists. So this cultist is like, ah! Or, ah! So, he's got, big old red, mark on his face. So, we'll have you roll D4 plus your strength modifier. And that'll be the damage you do to him.
How do I tell what is?
It'll on that dice. It's the bottom one. So the dice that's along. So you'll
Oh,
see it's all
one?
ones on the bottom. Yeah. So you rolled minimum damage. What's your strength modifier? Is 3 though.
yeah.
So you.
5 with
No,
already.
it's 5.
5 with.
Oh, that's right. You're raging.
Raging.
So wasn't it 2? So 1
It's 5 total. With
plus
raging.
2
Yeah.
plus 2.
I have
No,
proficiency.
yeah, 5. So you did 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you slapped the shit out of him. Slapped that hobbit's dick off, yo. So you walloped him for 6.
Is that how that
Yeah.
works?
The other 2, however.
18
They
to
both
eye will
hit.
pop out. I was gonna say.
So they're gonna cut you with their very sharp,
At least it's not the
curvy
cultists.
daggers.
At least it's not these on the cultists from fucking Rise of the Rune Lords. They touched Andy and he started bleeding.
Yeah.
3d6. It was ridiculous. Like, holy shit.
So you got
the defense was ridiculous, so they had to do something.
one cuts you deeply for 7 points of damage, and the other one cuts you for 4. So 11 points of damage altogether to my barbarian friend. Daniel.
They don't have advantage on me.
So attack 1. 15? Nope, 15 does not hit, so he misses. The other one did worse.
Wow.
So using your insane jujitsu, it's like child's play. You're like, bitch, please. So nothing there. And then Tim, they don't have advantage against you because you blew it out of the park. These are just their both attacks. So 16, is that a hit?
Yeah.
So 16 does hit you, and we cut you. 5 points of slashing, piercing dagger damage.
And I fall to my knees and slump over.
Ha! Victory! So we're getting close to winning this one, guys. Daniel.
Shit. Okay. So the bearded devil's looming over him, and he just sort of flumped.
Yeah, you saw a dagger just into
One of
him.
the side assholes came up and said, "Why he's distracted with the big boss?"
Tiny shake.
How does the bearded devil look?
He's got, some, he's got a couple of cuts and a lot of bruising. But he doesn't look like he's, like he looks serious, like he's intent on killing you. Not like just going, he's not doing that number. So you've got his attention. You've done enough damage to make him go, okay, this is a serious fight. These guys know what they're doing.
And I've got at least 2 well, I guess 3 with the one instead of him.
Yeah, well, you saw they finally brought him down, and they're like, and but they're still looming over him. You've got 2 actively engaged with you right now.
Take my spear back, spin around and hit one cultist at head level with it. All three of us are lit up, so I guess we all have advantage on each other. That's nice. 20.
20 definitely hits.
What, do I roll 2 to confirm as well?
If you, sure.
10.
10 is not enough to confirm.
Okay. So he takes 7 points of damage.
All right.
And I will flurry of blows again with another key point. Attack him first.
The one that's,
So I brought it, I hit him, take one hand off, backhand him in the head. Apparently I'm not going for the head.
well, I'm sure this fight is serious for you too.
That's not a d20, but that's an 18.
So you hit him. This is the wounded one already?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure minimum damage no matter what, you take him out. So you just, he's already like, and then you just, and, I'm pretty sure his face just caved in, so he's done.
And the other cultists I basically back in, turn him out inside out, turn and back kick the other cultists that attack me and stuff.
Sure.
Well, that missed. That's a 10.
Ah, yes, 10 is not enough. But you did take one of the cultists down, so we got that going for you. So, Randall, you're up next.
I'm going to start moving towards the entrance. Can I see it?
Yes.
I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force on the Bearded Devil.
Okay.
He has to make an intelligence saving throw. Yes, an intelligence saving throw. 13.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
15.
he makes it. Alright.
So, Devil, let's see, we've got Daniel next to us and Taylor. So, I think it would be Taylor would be where he would go. Because Taylor, I imagine you're kind of in the middle. Like those two chucked their spears in the wave and you came up in the middle to start killing.
He
Yeah, I was
already
going in to
swept
choke
her
him.
axe away, so he's already. well
Yeah,
over.
yeah, I think that's where he's going to go. Okay, so he's going to try to get you with his beard, and does not happen. His beard is, laying about, but not. Oh wow! So he and his beard are having an argument. His beard is just like no, I want you to go after that one, and he's like, I'm the head, you're the beard, and so they're just arguing with each other. But they're within threat range for you. So they came up to you. They wanted to hurt you, but then the beard was like, no. Not that. She don't even have her axe anymore. And he's like, Beard, it doesn't matter. She's the closest. And so they're just arguing. I just rolled really bad. So I was like, well, what would make sense? Clearly, it's just like his beard missed. And
Doc Ock syndrome.
so maybe his beard is just up in his face doing this, like, get him. And he's like, I can't see you, dumb motherfucker. So, Tim.
What's the stabilize again?
I think,
You have to make 3 saving throws.
Yeah.
In order to save this.
So above 10.
yes, I think you're just looking for 10s. Yeah, that's it. That is it, because we've killed your character, so we know what it is. So we're looking for, you have to have, and 20s count as 2 successes, 1s count as 2 fails.
No, 8.
8.
Is that with my plus?
I don't believe it is. I think
Okay,
it's just, because I think it's,
Just
you're more likely to pass them than fail.
Yeah.
Because on a 10 or higher, so I'm almost positive it's just a
one
naked
fail.
D20.
All right. It sucks.
So Tim continues to bleed onto the floor. Taylor,
Well,
you got that glaive, don't you?
that's what I was just about to pull out.
All right, so you're like, that's why I got another! Ah!
And if that fails, I got 2 daggers.
That's right. And
This
suddenly,
is why I collect weapons.
I'm gonna buy you a Black Orc model because their rules are they are lots of chappas. They go into combat with legitimately every weapon that they, possibly can carry into combat.
Once I am able to stabilize, can I use my condition for the regen?
You can use your condition for the regen.
Or is that with my plus? I don't think it's plus.
Don't believe it is. I think it's your more likely to pass them than fail. Because on a 10 or higher, so I'm almost positive it's just a naked D20.
Okay.
Oh shit! I completely forgot about that.
That's why I'm like poison.
That's my fault, man. Completely forgot.
You think about it while you're doing turns.
I'll fluff wise, I made a boo boo. You do not see him continue to bleed out. I'm trying to remember exactly how much it was, but I'm pretty sure
It was
You're
kind of
already
ridiculous.
bleeding
So that's
so
why
much.
it is really ridiculous. Yeah, I remember.
on the bottom right there is
Yeah.
a list of various.
Go ahead and make your attack roll. I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
Another one.
Another one, really?
Wow.
Roll it again. See if you. We're effectively seeing if you confirm your.
That's a 10.
Somebody
All right,
get-
so we're gonna. You you come at him, but I guess his hair at the last second went, oh shit, and just batted out of the way. And you're like, not this time, as it's going out of your grip, and you just grab its hilt and you make sure that it doesn't go sailing off into yonder nowhere land. So you maintain control of your weapon, but it was completely batted away by the beard. Your attack is null and void. I'm sorry. So cultist. I'm pretty sure this guy. Yeah. Either way, I effectively next turn your eyes pop open.
Okay.
And, and I'll do
my-
condition has reinvigorated you. Cultists, right. 3 cultists on Taylor. One is backhanded. So we're going to give him disadvantage. Just because, boy, that's smarts. Probably if you had not rolled a 1, would have just killed him with it. Yeah, I had him. He actually failed his hit. He rolled a 1, and then I rolled a 3. So I was like, it makes sense for him to have charged up and you just nonchalantly destroy his face. So here's his disadvantage. So 5, he misses, and then the other 2 swing on you for 13.
I'm right out 13.
Okay, so 1 hits you, 1 misses you. 2 points of damage. Slice! They're gonna get you with little sting bites. Slowly but surely. The one on you, Daniel, the surviving one,
Yeah, it's got advantage.
has advantage. I don't understand, he's bright! Well, that time they got you. 20.
Yep.
Okay,
You guys know you're working for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
20 for 2 whole points of damage as well. Tink, tink. That's my Terminator dice right there. I know it. And then
Terminator.
let's see. There was 2 on you, Tim, but they don't notice. They just assume you're on the ground dying. So they're gonna go. They're gonna go gang up on some Daniel because Taylor has 3 and she's disarmed. Well, I'm sorry, almost disarmed. She just doesn't look like she knows what she's doing. So they're like, they got it. So their other 2 are going to come up on you, Daniel. And they have advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter. First one, you're just moving too blindingly fast. You're basically 100 eyes. One, however, does, I'm assuming, at a 17 hits. Yes? Okay. So one does happen to get 100 eyes for a whopping, there we go, 5 points of dagger damage. That one whispers into your ear, the Lannisters say hello.
I thought they moved.
I don't know. Either way. I'm having fun. And I hate you. You just need to watch the show. Suck it. I refuse anything that's mainstream except for Pokugo. Alrighty.
Thing is, you would enjoy the show.
Daniel, it is your
So
turn.
I've got 2 cultists and Beardy make argue face, and she's on the other side of town with 2 more.
The
got 3
bearded
cultists.
is on Taylor.
Yeah.
though he was having an argument with his beard. Taylor has 3 cultists, you know, because now that he's down, they're kind of edging their way around you. And I mean, you guys are basically you're surrounded. Which you're a monk, you've practiced this a billion times, honed your body to a lethal, awesome, blah blah blah. You know, lessons that Tim should definitely, you know, learn. You know.
So
Dodge! Dodge!
two have come up on me, and there's one more dude.
Yeah, there's the one that's been there, and then the 2 come rushing at you, but you're just moving so fast that you completely evade one, and the other one, you know, it's, you know. Realistically, when 3 people are trying to kill you, they're going to get some blows in. So, you know this, and he's just overwhelmed.
Well, if they are, because
The ones, yes, the 2 that came up on you are lit up. They also are surrounded by the fairy fire. The one that's in front of you that's been there is not.
But I'm near her, so I still get advantage.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, so no matter what, yeah, you're advantagey.
spear thrust straight into his chest.
Over the boom!
14?
Yep.
Okay. For 8 points of damage.
Yeah. So you spear him, and it's, you know, he's like, you know, and
he goes down?
yeah, he's done.
Got 2 behind me, so I'm pulling my spear back, looking over my shoulder. 2 dudes, Beardy, 3 dudes, Derek at the entrance. There's my
Doing jack
friend on the ground going. Except
Actually-
he's not actually doing that. I can't tell because he's just covered in
There's
blood.
bload everywhere.
Yeah, there's blood everywhere. I mean,
Between
cultists are dying.
The bats, the dudes we just killed, and the bearded devil.
Yeah.
You can play pain and ice pack those.
So he's more red than usual. I'm gonna use my last 2 point flurry on the 2 guys behind me.
Okie dokie.
Let's see if they both hit first. This is attack 1. That adds up to 20. I assume that hits.
Sure.
And that adds up to 14.
14's hit.
Okay, so I'm going to turn back fist 1, then turn and elbow the one who whispered me. And I will go in the face. So the one I backhanded takes 5, the one I elbowed takes 6, and they both have to make strength checks or be knocked out back 15 feet.
Strength checks. Blue dice is 6. So blue dice is done, and the what's your DC? I got strength 12, so that's a fail as well. Set 13. So they both you know, get blown back 15 feet. We're gonna just say that they're KO'd. Just if I would say that they took the initial damage, and then if you got blown back another 15 feet, there's no way. That's like falling down the stairs, in my opinion. You would take damage from falling as well. So, and I mean, they don't have a lot of hit points anyway, so they're either going to pretend to be dead or just be dead. It's one or the other, so they're done.
So, I see the bearded devil, 3 dudes, patience. I'm not sure.
So that should just leave the 3 cultists on Taylor and the devil, right?
I'm going to move so there's some space between the bearded devil and me. I'm not sure what's going to happen, and there is a bit of self-preservation kicking in, like, well, they're almost dead, but the scary guy's not.
Yeah. Okay, so
So I guess I'm moving in a circle with so my back is to the entrance.
okay, I get you. So the bearded devil, maybe he sorted things out. The dice will tell. So the beard. Okay, they sorted things out. The beard is 19, so I think that's a hit. And his glaive, however, his beard clearly went up and came down as he was like, well, I'm just swinging. So he rolls a 10 to hit, so he misses with his glaive, but his beard does get you at 19. His beard, a formidable warrior in its own right. If I can find my dice.
They say the beard that's never been shorn and won every battle.
Does 8 piercing damage, and now you have to take a Constitution saving throw.
What is
It's just in it.
Oh.
If you had some kind of resistance to piercing,
raging.
but
You have resistance.
Oh yeah.
so you have damage
I have
resist.
a- yeah.
You've had resistance to every attack you've made, so that has been made against you so
I
far.
thought that was the bear.
All right. Well,
She took the-
we're gonna start calculating it
No,
from
it's
now.
all
So instead of 8, you take
Oh, the bear
4.
just
Okay.
doubles up.
Resistance is cut in half.
However, you do have to still make the Constitution save,
Yeah.
as you know his beard
Oh.
glows green. It's poison. Oh!
15.
You
You don't give a fuck. You're like poison, bitch. I eat that shit
If
every
it's
day.
above 10, you're good.
Okay.
It's 12 actually for
Oh,
him.
12?
His poison's nastier.
Okay.
The poison earlier was 10. This one's nastier poison.
So 17.
Not that it matters. You
Yeah.
guys have been rolling 18s and blowing it out. You saw what happened to one person. You were like, what the fuck that? So now you're like, ugh.
Eat your broccoli.
Eat your broccoli. Eat your spinach.
Eat the dead bodies. I mean, what?
Tim.
I shoot up, and I am
Did we skip
reinvigorated
somebody?
immensely with plus 18.
James, do we skip somebody?
After the bearded devil,
Oh, I should have. I went to the devil first. Sorry, Randall. Well, that happens
I'm
anyway.
still
Yeah.
doing this.
So I'm going to move 20 feet back towards them, take the rope that I brought back down with me, and try to lasso one of the guys, or any of them still glowing with fairy fire that are on her.
Alrighty.
I'm trying to get him around the neck. And
No, I got you like a garage. Gotcha. I'm gonna say their advantage. Unless are you trained in this? Like, are you a lassoer normally? Okay, so we'll say their fairy fire, which grants you advantage, is therefore removed by your disadvantage. So I'm gonna give you just a straight dice roll.
Oh, he's not within 5 feet of us.
And he's not
But-
making a melee attack.
But it's fairy fire.
14?
Then you use your dexterity, right? Okay. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just going to get him around the neck, which pulls the noose, and start pulling.
All right.
Would you like to make a strength roll off? I don't know how you want to do this.
He's gonna try to make a escape, I think is what it is. So it's like as if you had grappled him.
Okay.
So that's what we're gonna try to do. So it's still a roll off. He does a escape roll off, and you make a roll with grapple. I think it's just your like 10 plus strength modifier. So
He succeeds.
I rolled a 17. So he succeeds, but I'm going to have you, like, still the jerk is enough that I'll give him disadvantage on the attack. And do... is this the one that she backhanded, or is it...
It's whatever one was glowing closest to me.
Oh, okay. Actually, either way. So, one, two is... Okay. Do D4, just D4 damage.
1.
Alright. So, you know, he gets caught up, but he just happens to reflectively grab it. And he just went, oh, fuck that. But it's, well, I think that's fair. Okay, so that was Randall. The devil made his attacks. Tim, your eyes pop open. You heal so much, and you're prone on the ground, and the devil, you know, is fighting Taylor.
Did that one cultist get yanked a bit away from the main melee?
He got,
Pulled back at least, so, you know.
I would say a couple of feet. Yeah.
I noticed one strays from her herd, so immediately leap up, and then I dive at him.
So I'll let you stand up and move to him, and then he'll go, like, you know what I mean? Like, that'll be like, scene-wise, you'll be diving, and he'll be, you know, recovering. But we'll have you on the next go-around make your attacks. That leaves it to Taylor. You have the last remaining cultists around you. I think it's 3. One's got a giant handprint on his face, and one just got pulled back a little bit, but he's still close enough in your threat range to make an attack against him if you wanted.
I wanna stab the devil. I wanna just
Okay, so
go
make
back.
because he's there too attacking you. So yeah, you can attack the devil.
Alright. Use my glaive
Doubling
and
down the favorite.
use my glaive and try and pierce him.
That's a 20.
Yes! And I get
Two
I have,
ones and well
I
roll
have
a,
savage attack.
well roll a d20. You gotta see if you confirm it.
That's an 18.
Woo!
All right, you confirm.
So I
Uh,
got savage attack, which is crit plus 1 damage die to add to damage.
Oh, okay. So you get you'll roll 3 d12s.
Do you
Or
have
roll
like
your
the
d12. You know.
I got it.
Oh, I need one more. Oh, sweet.
Give the barbarian her candy.
Instant gratification class.
1, 1, 1, 1.
7, 7, 3 plus
17
Five.
plus 5.
plus
Plus 5.
it's glaive.
Oh.
Oh, is
Oh,
it
you rolled
different?
Is it?
3d10s.
Ah.
Well,
Oh,
not
so-
quite as exciting.
Alright.
Yep.
Could still even do
D10s.
better though.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, 3d10 is still nothing to, you know.
3,
Gonna get hit by
7,
yellow.
2, 5,
So 17.
and then plus 2.
Is that plus 2 on each attack?
Yeah, plus 2 damage on every.
But it's only one attack.
Yeah.
One
Oh.
weapon.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So it would be plus. Or
It's
plus
one
5.
weapon attack that's with a lot of
Yeah.
So it's 17.
Okay.
17. Okay. Which.
I've been sitting here waiting for a 20 the entire time. I was like, yes, please.
You have his attention. He's definitely, I think he's starting to sweat amongst all the blood. So he's definitely bleeding. You definitely took a good chunk of him out that time.
Does that only happen when you crit?
Yeah.
So that
I
was
need to get you a king.
good hit.
Which probably don't exist.
That was
That's what I'm thinking about.
Taylor. That leaves the one cultist who has disadvantage.
I don't think they went too far on the simplification.
Good thing too, 20.
Yeah.
So he misses, and the dude with his face smacked, he has disadvantage. Good as well. And the one who is not, fighting through the pain, he hits you for 21, or hits you at 21. 5 points of slashing damage.
So was that 2 or 3?
2. 2
Okay.
points of pokey damage. Boop, 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 boop.
Alright.
Round down.
But I
for
think
us.
you're done with your rage, though, when it comes back around your turn, yeah?
I think it's 10 turns, but how many
10 turns of rage?
Yeah.
Hot damn. I thought it was like 3 or 4. Cool.
Like,
It's like 3 minutes of rage.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
Alright, cool. So the cultists have gone, so Daniel.
So, in front of me is the devil, cultist, one got yoink. No, I moved, so the cultists are actually in front of me, then her, then the devil.
Yeah.
And I saw a cultist stumble. I saw one has this weird handprint.
What was the question? Like,
Go ahead.
I'm going to lunge at the one with the rope around his neck with my spear. Both hands, just go straight to the back.
Alrighty.
It lasts for 1 minute, so that's 10 rounds.
Yeah. What's that? What's
That's
She's
rage.
got another rage too.
Yeah.
I got
That's the
one
same, 1 minute. Last for 1 minute.
Okay.
18.
That's a hit.
11.
You destroy him.
He just
He's done.
explodes in a pile of blood.
My spear probably just goes straight through.
Probably. I mean, honestly, I use a.
So I see 2 more in front of me.
Yep.
Just have them at a key point. So I'm just going to use my basic bonus action to take a fist and slam it at the back of the injured one's head.
Okay, dude.
Uh, 18.
That's a hit. So you just you play the knockout game and he's done. So he hits the deck, and that leaves one cultist in the bearded devil. So that was Daniel Randall.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the cultist. words echo in his head. He has to make a will saving throw.
Wisdom 0. Dice
Probably still make it.
6.
Oh, look at that. 16 points of damage.
So I guess he just stands there.
Ever seen Scanner?
Head explodes. He dies.
I'm gonna look it back to see.
Helping's good.
So
Shut
the
up,
cultists are defeated.
Nobody likes you either.
It's just the devil. It's just the devil,
This
guys.
is just a devil. Just
Hail Satan.
All right, so he's still
calm
fixated
down,
on
it's only a devil, not the devil.
on you. So his beard,
Given the amount of punishment he's.
15,
Yeah.
and his glaive, 18. So he hits you both times. The beard does 4 points of damage to you, and the glaive does. Is that minimum damage again? Yep. 3 points of damage. No, I'm sorry, 2 points of damage to you. And that's no. I've already calculated that.
Oh,
okay.
So
So-
that those damages go through. So
Fine.
yes, 5 damage altogether. But that's 2 separate poison checks you need to make. DC
Oh.
12, Constitution. That's the wrong dice.
What?
You need the roundier one. D20.
I thought you said 12.
You have to beat a 12.
You have to beat
You have to beat a 12, yeah.
Well, if you beat one of them.
All right, roll it again. Roll that beautiful beam footage.
4 plus.
No, I don't think
Any,
any
11? Or I'm sorry, 8? No, nah, sorry. So the poison from the glaive goes through. It's an infernal wound. It's actually not poison. It's infernal. So evil energy is just coming out of this cut that he just gave you. Okay. So that's... it does no damage to you, but we'll see if it matters. Okie dokie. So that was his attack against Taylor, so that makes it Tim's turn.
I noticed some monk jump in front of me and have all the fun, so I'm going to try and slow my momentum by using both my swords against the back of the devil.
Alrighty.
And I have advantage, right, because of...
Yep.
Or,
Yep. So, first attack.
Well, he's attacking her, actually, so...
But
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, but
hostile.
he's within
anybody
range.
hostile.
Oh,
her.
okay,
Yeah.
got it. Anybody hostile to her. Okay.
They're my
So,
cat.
first attack... 18.
Hit.
And second attack... Oof. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 hits.
Oh, cool. So, doot, doot, and doot.
That bad.
1,
huh?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How many? It's
It's 5 for one
okay. So 5 for one.
and 1 for the other.
Okay.
We need to get you a dice tower.
I got 1, 1, and 2 again. Again.
We need to take the chance out of your hands, and you drop.
I need a little like dice rolling
Alrighty.
thing. Yeah.
So
Or just
you,
a bingo
you gave
thing
him
where
some
you roll the dice
scratches.
that pops out.
Taylor, it is now your turn after Tim.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go at him with my. Remind me to get my great axe before you get here, because I will forget. Alright, I'm gonna go at him with my glaive. I'm gonna try and get him right in the.
Oh yeah. As I'm attacking
Fucking
this back,
face.
trying to be cool, I'm like, I'm back. You know.
He goes, "Oh."
And then I tickle his back.
Yes,
like
you-
a feather.
I figured you scratched his back. Like he's like, oh, thank God.
You have no idea how long that's been itching.
My
Spears
beard
is
just
not
can't
long
reach
enough.
that spot.
All right, Daniel, you're after her.
I aim for his face.
I try to do like the Independence Day.
7 plus 5.
You miss. 12 is he just barely avoids your attack. So yes, Daniel, you're up next.
So I've hit one cultist in the back of the head. He goes down. She goes to him, and there's one cultist left, right?
No, all the
They're all
cultists
dead.
are dead. It's
Oh.
just the devil.
Well, I look back. My spear is well embedded in a dude, so probably can't go for that. Short sword and just go in for the neck.
Ka-cha! Neck attack!
20.
Well, roll to confirm.
It's a 16.
You confirm.
Six, 11, 12, 13. I wish I had a savage attack.
Alrighty.
And my unarmed attack. 18
That's a hit.
and 7. Alright, stab in the neck, uppercut.
Alrighty. He's definitely getting to the end of it. Alrighty, Randall.
I'm going to take a dive at him.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, you blew up the last cultist because I gave him the worst aneurysm in the world.
We saw blood just spray out of his ears. Like
So
you
I
saw
am
pretty
coming
one.
directly down at him.
Alright.
+.
You hit. Roll damage.
Whatever.
Or, and add 2 to it for momentum.
So 6. I'll use my bonus disengage dash action to disengage and keep rolling past it.
Alrighty.
What was that strange, mysterious
so-
creature that used rollout?
I hit the ground.
The devil. I just
gotta kill this
one bitch and then I'll get the rest of ya!
And you say, oh my
His beard
God.
swings at
And you don't
you.
know what
There's
you
no
meant.
reason to be rude.
21, his glaive, 16. So I think he hits with both.
You're aware that she can't be killed, right? I've already tried. I mean,
Many have tried.
So that hit is 5 damage because it was 10 together. So 5 goes into you, and the other one
If it makes you feel better, the amount of damage he's done to you would have killed at least 2 of there it goes.
Yeah,
Is
public wipe the rest.
11. So another 5. So you took 10 points damage total, modified.
Damn, I gotta roll.
Does that knock you out, or
Yes, but I have restless endurance.
alrighty?
When my HP is reduced to 0, not killed, drop to 1.
she had to make a DC check.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, either way,
If you remembered your resistance earlier, you probably wouldn't be to this point yet.
well,
We need a sticky note.
I just forgot that his infernal wound does extra damage to you, but
Oh.
it doesn't matter. If we'll make that up for the damage we did to you earlier. So we'll just say that way, fair-wise, that attack would have put you at that. We need to make
Constitution.
2 Constitution saves first. Both are 12. So the first one's from the beard.
Poisons.
So the beard poisons.
Well, does it poison?
What'd you roll?
3.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're now poisoned, and the final DC.
10 plus 2.
12.
12. Okay, so you just barely overcome the infernal. Does not get even more powerful, though I doubt it matters as you potentially crumple to the ground. Okay, so make your,
Restless endurance.
I guess, yeah, if that's.
What's the
DC 10. She has to roll above a 10. She keeps fighting.
Oh wow.
She can't be dropped below 1 as long as she makes the DC 10.
You roll a 1.
Oh yeah, so you're done. You just the poison, you hit the ground. So we have a poisoned, bleeding out person. And the bearded devil is, everybody just roll your d20s except for you, Taylor. Make your attack. See if we can just, in one round of combat, because that was his combat attack.
Do they still get advantage when I'm dead?
I think they do not get advantage when you're dead.
I took my dagger for 19. I threw it.
Okay, so just, if his
Should I
AC
make it for
is,
my punch
his
attack?
AC is 13, so,
Should I make it for my bonus action too?
Let's
yeah,
see if I
everybody
can get
just,
3.
they're all trying to
7.
overwhelm him right now. 7.
Much better, kind of. 11 on that hit. And 4.
Okay.
5 and 5.
Okay. So through the mass attacks from you guys, you do the final little bit, and he crumples and back to the infernal plane he goes. All right, so guys, sorry for going a little late. Next
started
week,
a little late anyway.
yeah, we started a little late. Next week, that's what we're gonna. That's gonna be the cliffhanger. So next week, let's find out what happens to our barbarianette. See if she survives being bleeding out, or the status of bleeding out and poison. The poison will not. It doesn't do enough damage to actually instant kill you, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you know, the poison can go 10 rounds. You cannot. No matter what, you at best can go 4 or 5 before either the poison reforces you to bleed out, make saves again,
So,
or
could I heal her up? She pops up, and then endurances, or does she can only
She's
do
not a
endurance?
yo-yo.
Does she have enough rage left to actually?
Restless endurance.
So
is a
guys,
corpse
before we
skill.
head out, we are giving a free monster manual away at 100 followers on Twitch. So you guys get a nice, like I said last night, it's a $60 value book for free. Tell your friends, legitimately. Tell your friends, like it's
we
it's free.
can give you that one which she drilled on, or we can get you a different one. But it's all your call.
It's free.
it's
In the
free,
US.
and it only has slight bite marks around the
In
edge.
the U.S. And all you gotta do is press that little follow button and watch once when we do the giveaway.
All right, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Same place, same time.